is worth $3 trillion. They're worth more than countries out here. They're the richest country in the world. Um, they have no debt, which they probably carry debt, but they can pay it off. Was what I mean. So a lot of these companies carry debt. Apple doesn't, so they can do wherever the fuck they want to, but they make strategic releases. They're not gonna just put out no bullshit like a Samsung would do and say, "Oops, my bad." Apple ain't gonna do that. They've been planning and plotting these releases for 10 to 15 years.
Mm. Hey
Yeah,
yo,
nah, you're right. And Android or whatever like that, they known to release prototypes and shit and sell them. You know what I'm saying? They
this
Apple,
is
you ain't
slop.
getting nothing but a finished product. Nothing but a finished product.
Top of the line, quality, insured, uh,
All the
what they
kinks, bugs, and
yeah.
kinks worked out.
You
Can we get
you're
a little
not
bit more
even,
respect on the Android, man?
and we ain't doing that. But even to the point where like you
Nah, they
can't
gotta
hack
respect
an
the Android.
Apple phone or Apple product like that. It's
Hmm.
it's kind of it's the best of the best.
Yeah,
Why? And then another thing, like once a product becomes like a cult base, it's over with, bro. Like people are addicted to Apple products, not just
Apple is
a
a
phone.
lifestyle. It's a
Right
lifestyle.
there, it is.
It's a
It's a
lifestyle.
lifestyle. And what's gonna happen, Eddie? You're gonna pass that on to your kids. Your kids got an iPhone. Now they kids gonna got an iPhone. You see what I'm saying?
That's a
Oh,
Yeah,
fact.
but
and
Yeah.
and
yeah,
and
but
oh, Dave, and to bring a more to your point, my bad for cutting somebody off, but Apple has a car that's gonna be released in like 4 years, 4 to 5 years. So there goes another product that they've been working on for like 5 to 10 years, but they're not trying to just drop a car. They're gonna drop a lifestyle. Like is it?
hey yo, but
Wow.
look, once the kids start realizing that Android's phone take better pictures, man, you gonna see the boom in Android. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. To be real with you, Apple at any point in time can crush Samsung in any department. They got the capital to do it. That's the thing. They got the capital to do it.
I ain't gonna front like Apple is. Like everybody, you know what's weird? Wife, wife, my kids, my mother, my sister, my grandmother got an Android. But I'm the only one with an Android, bro. Mm. I just don't fuck. I don't know. I don't fuck with Apple phones, bro.
I ain't gonna
Man,
lie. These phones is
Hey,
durable. These
Stewart
phones
and
is
Eddie was speaking some facts, but Android or Samsung or whatever you want to call it at this moment in time, they gonna have their breakthrough, bro.
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie,
But
bro.
I
I
mean,
miss having a Galaxy.
yo, Android. I mean,
well, you
Samsung
can't. Well, you
controls the
can't.
market, dog.
You can't compete with they're a computer. They come from computers. Samsung come from
They got
TVs
chips
and
and
shit. They come
TVs
from
and yeah.
TVs. That's what they come from. That's their main thing is TV screens. That's why if you look at an Android screen, I'm not gonna lie. You look at an Android screen, them shit's beautiful, beautiful. The camera beautiful, and that's where you're gonna get the most out of an Android phone is like just looking at the screen or the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's what they specialize in.
The
Apple is
Apple
a computer. They come from Macintosh. You know what
and
I'm
their
saying?
user interface is unmatched, bro. Like the FaceTime, iMessage, iTunes, all of that shit is
It's
unmatched.
clean. It's just so clean,
Samsung is super
clean,
sloppy and
junky.
yeah, it's
Yeah, you're right
glitchy.
about that. I mean,
It's
iPhone
clunky. It's real
is
clunky.
all under
I'm
one
I'm I'm
branch,
hey, I'm gonna
and
say this.
Samsung still trying to find a inner self. You know,
And
they
I'm
look,
gonna
all over the place right
I'm gonna
now.
say this. It
and look,
depends on, but hold on. It depends on which Samsung phone you get. Now, I understand that people, a lot of Androids they rock with the free joints or the A series and all that. But I'm telling you, when you tap into that S series,
the
bro,
galaxies, the galaxy tops
yeah,
the
that's
yeah.
a
Cause I ain't
that's
gonna lie, I had some galaxies. I had some galaxies. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I was a nigga that was during my two phone era, I would keep an Android and keep an iPhone.
oh yeah
And I
yeah
you know what I'm saying. So I kept the Galaxy always, newest Galaxy, was iPhone. I always had them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got nothing wrong. It's just I see with my Apple, them phones they more durable. They just like over like if I keep my iPhone and I keep my Android using the same amount of time for 2 3 years, the iPhone in 2 3 years still stands the test of time versus the Android starts feeling out of date. It starts feeling like dated. Like you notice the dated the app stopped working for it, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you know what I mean? I don't know. They
Mm.
stopped supporting. I mean, don't get me wrong. iPhone stopped supporting the phones too eventually, but you talking about like a iPhone 12 right now. They probably stopped supporting it now that they had to nah, probably not even a 12, but like iPhone 10 probably don't got no support for it right now because it's
Yeah,
like
it's the 10.
yeah, it's like 7 8 years old now. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta respect that. But the Androids they'll move on fast. They move on fast with their shit. But like I said, you're going against a computer company. You know what I'm saying? They are and Apple is so strategic with it. You do know Samsung makes their screens. Samsung makes Apple screens. Samsung makes Apple screens and their maps is powered by Google. So they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
hey, Samsung got lights. Like my grow lights got chips from Samsung in it, bro. Like they on a whole other level. Apple sticks to their main products and crushes them. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Samsung is just jumping in their lane, but that's not their lane. Their lane is all kind of other electronics. Apple's
TVs and
focused.
Mm-hmm.
lights and shit.
Yeah, Apple focused
TVs.
Samsung is
on
just
the
swerving
main
on the
thing.
highway right
And they
now,
got
bro. Like
fridges.
they trying to test everything that's trying to see what they can get themselves
They
into,
got
bro.
the
They
smart
hasn't really
fridges, man. The smart
solidified themselves
fridges.
in a certain lane.
Well,
No,
you
they
gotta
just no,
remember
they just make
they're a real
everything, which
competitor.
is which nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
I
that.
no, they
They
got their
real
hands in
competitor.
everything. They just kind of I ain't gonna say confused. They
But
just
Trell,
they
tell me
just
how
they
they
just
doing
testing
that.
everything. That's all.
Tell me how they doing that when they've been out way longer than Apple. So how you still trying to find yourself and you've been out longer than Apple? That don't
Who
even make sense.
Samsung?
Yeah,
They ain't been out longer than Apple.
yeah, they did. Look it up.
Yeah, hey, the company itself. I don't think Trail. I don't think you understand like how big Samsung is, bro. They got their own army. Go Google that shit, dog. Like
No,
they
I know
Oh
how big they
damn.
they
is.
got
I was
their
just saying
own army,
they got
bro.
their
Like
hands in. All I'm
they
saying is they got their hands in a lot. They just trying to find a way. I mean, I understand what
find.
Black just said that
I'm
they've
that's
been
what I'm
out
saying.
for.
Find a way. They cornered the market, bro. They got everything. That's like Walmart of everything. You know what I'm
I
saying? They
stand.
got great
Yeah,
value products.
I did that.
I stand to be corrected. You right, Dave. 1938, Samsung was founded.
Sheesh.
Woo.
God
And where is
damn.
that at? Where was
But
it
but it was
created at? Yeah.
in I want to say like China or some shit.
China,
China.
yeah.
China
That's
or some
so
shit.
that's what you
It
dealing
was
with.
a
You dealing
trading
with
company. It
China.
was a
That's
Yeah,
trading.
they
They
said
were
the
a trading
first
company
electronic
first.
was in '69,
They
and
were a
Apple
trading
was
company
'73.
first. So what I was gonna say is Samsung's competitor isn't the iPhone. Samsung's real competitor is Sony. You know what
there
I'm
it is.
saying? That's their
But that's
real
what I'm saying. They
competitor.
got their hands in everything. They just still trying to find a way, bro. Like regardless of how much time they been out, bro. Like they have not solidified themselves in a certain category.
Yeah, yeah, they on some jack of all trades shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but the thing with Samsung and their phones, they try to reinvent these phones like every 2 to 3 years. Like I like the Note. Like let's take for instance, they flagship phones, right? It was the Note. Now they was doing good with the Note, right? But then they wanted to take the Note and put the Galaxy together. That worked. But now they wanted to come out with this flip phone, not flip, but the the
Folding phone.
folding phone, and
Yeah,
that flop. Like it's
they
like
do a
stick to
lot. They do
one
a lot
Perfect
of
thing.
perfect
flop.
example of doing too much.
Yeah, like just stick to one thing and make it better. I'm
At this
It's
saying
like
moment, they
it's
just
like
throwing underwear. They just throwing underwear to the mirror, bro. Just trying to see what stick, bro.
yeah.
What?
Underwear to the mirror is crazy, but but yeah, I agree. I agree. They just trying new things. They trying different shit. Apple, but this is the thing. Apple, the things that Android is coming out with, Apple already tested. That's the thing you gotta understand. They already tested it and know it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So like that folding phone, one of the biggest problems with the folding phone is the screen eventually will wear out.
Yep.
The
Yep.
screen gonna get stretchy, like it's going the
Mhm.
material stretches eventually and it starts wrinkling. Apple knew that.
Oh, that's
Apple,
nasty.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Apple knew that.
Not
So
the
they won't
wrinkle
release
phone,
that.
eh?
That's why when Apple came out with their phone, while the folding phone was coming out, they didn't sweat one bullet because they know what the outcome is already gonna be because they tested this shit. They got the most money, dog. You know what I'm saying? So they done tested every option that you could think of. Anything you could think of, they done tested it. Nigga, they're releasing a pair of
And Eddie,
$3,000
I
glasses,
know, and they
bro.
buying them like crazy. I went on Twitch. Everybody had pictures last night.
335 starting at 3,500, my
But I
guy.
tell you this, Eddie, Apple was one of the first companies we seen that had an aesthetic, and they followed it, and that was cool. You know, it felt like people was like you said, it's a lifestyle. People felt like they was being a part of the lifestyle just by going in the Apple store. It felt
Ooh, I like that, Dave. Think about the the first time I seen. We talked about this the other day, Ed. The first time I seen an Apple computer, it was colorful. It was like, yo, what is that? That's cool. And it was in like elementary school, dog. The library.
Hmm. That was the colorful Max. That's when they had the colorful Max. When they, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hmm.
That was
Yeah,
Apple, right?
yeah. Apple
yeah.
The phone
Macintosh,
Pixel
Apple,
is
same
with
shit.
Apple,
Huh?
or it's not Pixel?
Pixel is
Damn.
Google. That's
Oh,
Google.
Google. Okay.
But that's all Android still. That's all Android.
Still
Anything out.
Android. Okay.
That's pretty. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you don't have the Android iOS, you gotta well you won't have the Apple. You can't get that on any others. But every other phone is pretty much ran on Android operating system. Just about every single other phone. So like it's not like they're not a successful company or nothing. They just they're not the front runners of the tech of tech. You know what I'm saying? Apple is. Like I ain't gonna lie, like Apple been releasing the same product for the last 15 years damn near, you know what I'm saying? And people gonna keep eating it up. So, they know they got something good.
Yeah, because how many cameras do you need?
Well, I
That's what
mean,
they do. They just keep adding cameras.
Android doing the same thing though. That's the same thing Android doing. That's all they really doing. I mean, they change their design a lot more than Apple does. Apple phones look the same, like to the point where right now I could take a picture of it. I got probably like six iPhones here, and I couldn't tell you if it was a 13, a 12, a 10. I don't know what these shits is. You know what I'm saying? Because they all look the same.
This iPhone 11. I'm gonna keep it till it breaks down. I ain't gonna buy another phone
Wait. Oh, you ain't gonna buy another phone till it break. You
till
saying?
it breaks
Hey,
down.
Yeah.
Yep.
hey, sit
Or
down.
until they tell
Until
you
they
can't update
Yeah.
because
put it right there in the garbage.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
You probably
yeah.
got.
I
You
always
probably got.
update. I always update when
But
every
they'll get
time.
you by
Nah, you
saying
might
you
only
can
have
no
like a year.
longer update
Yeah.
because of the age because of your phone.
Yeah, you might only have like a year or two left on that phone before you.
Okay.
Yeah, before they
Because yeah, I
stop
kept the
supporting it.
iPhone 8 as long as I could until they told me I couldn't
They
update to
don't. They
the
don't support it
iOS
no
blah
more.
blah.
Yep.
Exactly.
None of the apps will work
I'd still
eventually.
have that phone if they hadn't did that.
I know people still got their iPhone 5, and that's it. That was the
damn.
best phone on my mama, and they won't upgrade. They keep it like that. They use the same phone, bro. I promise you, and it worked good.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's when you perfect your product. You see the difference. You ain't gonna tell me you see a nigga with a Galaxy One walking around with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I still see niggas with Blackberries. I'm sorry.
Well, they still make Blackberries though. That's the thing. They still make them.
Nah, not the old school junk. I don't think.
They still make them. They remade. They came back out with the old school Blackberries. They came back out with them.
Word? Oh yeah.
Hmm
Let me go to the store real quick.
They look a little bit more modern, but they came out with newer Blackberries that look like the old school joints. They even still make new flip phones. They still make flip phones brand new, like new joints. Like when I was in the store like a couple months back, I was like, these niggas still make flip phones. Shit is crazy.
I could have sworn, didn't they relaunch that damn Razor or something like that?
Yup,
Some type.
yup,
Hell yeah.
yup.
That's my favorite
Hey
bitch. I
man,
love that baby.
that new flip phone is off the chain, Jack. I ain't gonna even lie.
Blackberry. I'm not gonna lie. They had the potential to still be one of the top runners in the cell phone game. They didn't want to take Android's iOS though. That's the problem. They didn't want to go with, but which is stupid because now that you run off of Android iOS. But you know what I'm saying? They did the blockbuster Netflix thing. Like, nah, we don't see the vision. We'll pass. You know what I'm saying? And then that ultimately let Samsung
Their
fly
biggest
right past
issue
them.
was that ball in the middle of it, Eddie.
Huh?
That
That
ball kept
sidekick?
fucking up.
Oh,
Oh
Mister,
yeah, that
I
shit.
told
Yeah.
you
But I mean,
on the Blackberry.
yeah. But I mean, if you see a BlackBerry like that shit, like I mean, the old Blackberries, they just feel ancient compared to what you got right now. You know what I'm saying? So they dropped the ball bad. BlackBerry was one of the top ones at one point in time.
Yeah, Blackberry was for the Sadiddy folks. Like, you had to have, like, if you
The
had a
money.
Blackberry, that shit gave you the notion of, like, oh, it got some bread or they about their
Mm-hmm.
business. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? That's what it stood out. It definitely did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
that
had the
was.
government contract too.
Yup. Yup. Them.
Lawyers and the presidents, they was what they that's the phone they had,
The
BlackBerry.
the two that had the government contracts, Nextel and them BlackBerry.
Yep, because the
not the
army had
Nextel brick
Nextel.
phone. It's crazy.
The Nextel's probably to me one of the best phones I ever had, man. One of the best phones I ever had, I swear. But that
That
could be
that was a fun ass phone. Ed.
yeah, man. It could be just my nostalgia and shit like that, but to me that was one of the best phones I ever had was a Nextel, dog.
The best one I had was the ATC joint where you can flip it to a keyboard.
Yeah, I was fucking with the
Oh,
sidekick too. T-Mobile sidekick.
that was a good
Had
one
that
too.
too.
That was a good one too. I had all the sidekicks.
Man, them bitches are so sexy. I swear to God.
Shit was expensive back then.
Hell
Now,
yeah, nigga, you knew you was a baller. And I thought every nigga who had a sidekick had a Range Rover and had multiple.
I did a Range Rover. Yo.
you had to have a
You
couple
got a
dollars to
Range
have your
Rover
sidekick.
sidekick.
Sidekick wasn't cheap.
Hmm.
Same thing with
And
the
I think I
Nextel.
paid like
Same
I
thing.
think I paid like 400 for mine, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But that was a lot back then. You know what I'm saying for a phone. Now you talking about phones starting at $1,000. iPhone 15 right now, the basic one is probably like $1,000. You know what
Hell
I'm
nah,
saying?
you gotta go to Abu in them, man. Go get that bitch for 650.
I don't know about any of that shit, but I will tell you, them bitches is $1,000 retail for just the basic regular joint.
Yeah, yo, we got them little shops down here, man. Them boys be, you know what I'm saying?
Go to the bootleggers.
And I'm gonna say
They
that
be
might be
talking
a
about,
fake. That might be a fake iPhone.
ain't none of them ever fucked up. This is the only phone that I ever bought. This the iPhone 14 Pro. I ain't never bought a phone retail besides this one. And them they work good, shit. Yeah, paying
Yeah.
$1,000 for a phone is bogus as hell.
Hell yeah. What's the word though, man? Teaching Tuesdays. We got the tube up. What we on today, brothers and
Hey,
sisters?
what time is it? Is it 10 some or is it 11 some? What time is it?
1037.
10:30.
937 where I'm at.
Damn, yeah, I've been behind on time. I've been up all fucking night, man.
Oh
Hey yo,
yeah,
you been up since when we
you.
last got off the phone?
I went
God,
sleep. I went sleep for like 2 hours, man. I'm back up.
God, dang,
Yeah, you
cool.
be
Yeah,
careful on that
Hey,
road,
hey,
Goonie.
hey,
yeah.
hey, bro, hey,
That's what got you
get your
sick.
rest, bro.
That's what
Please,
got you
yo,
sick,
tell me,
man.
bro.
Had your immune system all fucked up, dog.
Yes, yes, because I'm gonna tell you something, Goonie, I've been there. When you running like that, when your body don't get that proper rest, bro, it's hard for you to fight like colds and getting sick and shit like that, bro. Your body need the rest to heal itself, bro. For real, man. Oh,
You know that's real. Cause look, I barely get fucking sick. Y'all barely hit this I get sick, right? You know I just got
mm,
sick like last week, bro. Like
That's what I'm
y'all
saying.
sick, bro.
mm,
That's what I'm saying. That's why you probably got sick because your body probably was telling you like, slow down, my man. That shit
mm.
been working in overdrive. Not to mention it ain't good for your heart either.
Man, you know,
That's
I'm
a
gonna drop
fact.
this shit. I'm gonna lay down. So I drop this shit. Gonna get the rally. I'm gonna drop this joint and lay down again for another hour or two.
Man.
Yes, sir. Do that, my brother.
Hey, but can we learn not to be so fucking ratchet? Like, I ain't going front. I was on Twitter, right? And I wasn't on Twitter looking for great shit.
Oh no.
Check your
Ah,
algorithm, B.
But
nigga.
Check your algorithm, B.
Yeah.
could we learn not to be so fucking ratchet, yo? The
I got
first the first thing that pops up when I open up the app is fucking sexy red laying there. They got a star over I guess that's a twat. And she throwing up the B sign. Come on.
She look like she stink, bro. Like she
Yo,
smell like
it
tobacco or
look
something.
yo, she looks fucking dirty,
A
bro.
brick, a brick. As long as you click it, as long as you look at it, as long as you talk about it, it's gonna keep being there. It's gonna
But
always be in your algorithm.
this the thing,
Yo,
right?
man, stop.
This the thing, right? With Sexy Red, I think like and I said this morning, I think she was sent as an agenda, bro. Now I'm not trying to go down a Theory Thursday lane, but if we look at how they promote certain things, excuse me, certain things with music, because let's be honest, music is the most influential thing when it comes to our kids, us as well. When it's okay to start promoting ratchet shit, you know what I'm saying, thug shit, gangster shit, that's what we tend to ride with. And believe it or not, people really fuck with her, bro. Like it's I think it's an attack, in my opinion, it's an attack on our culture, bro, on our race, on us. You know what I'm saying? And again, like we definitely don't go out the definitely don't have to go down this rabbit hole. But to me, bro, the more that I think about it and look at it, it's just like they just pushing people. Like they got that machine, and whatever machine, whoever that machine is, they pick a person and they push them. They
I
push
agree.
and
Look,
push them, bro.
we got two ratchet babies back to back. We got the Krishan Rock, which is the abusive Trump
Mm,
baby.
Ew.
You know what I'm saying? And now we got the ratchet ghetto straight from the slums baby. Like this shit nasty work.
bro, man, it's
So
just
is that picture of her baby real, bruh, or not? Cause I
you, talk,
can't.
you talking about the Krishan Rock joint?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Somebody look like Charles Barkley.
Nah, man, the kid got Down syndrome. Let's rock with it, son. Come on now.
Oh
She was
no,
doing
man.
drugs and shit when it was a vibe all the time, son.
That picture. I mean, I know the internet is a fucked up place, so you don't never know what's real and fake. But it's like I don't know
Yeah, that's her son.
if that kid really looked like that, man. Something's up. Something is up, and that's fucked up.
I mean, look at the combination it came from. Blueface and her. Like, come on, son.
And then
Yeah, that bit they did that baby dirty, man.
You think it's real, Dave?
Yeah, I do. That's why they was hiding the baby for so long. Because they was hoping it snapped out of it, but it didn't. And that's just alcoholic fetal syndrome, or whatever they call it. Sad, bro. That's so sad.
You wanna know what's even crazier? Charles and White, I had seen this nigga was trying to make a bet with anybody talking about he bet the baby got Down syndrome, all this crazy. Like, you serious, bro? You serious, bro?
Well, I don't think, and this is me not playing the B side or nothing. I seen that shit where he was saying like, because a lot of these clips been resurfacing when like a year ago or whatever, a few months back, he was talking about that shit like, oh, that baby gonna come out fucked up. But I don't think he was being malicious. I think he just that's just reality. You can't be pregnant with a baby doing the shit. She was having fights pregnant, dog.
Yeah, he was just calling it how he saw it. And the sad truth is a lot of people don't do that enough.
I agree, Dave. I think that's all it was. He wasn't trying to be malicious or nothing.
Might have just been wrong, good message, wrong messenger type thing.
Yup. I agree because it was Charleston White. But I've been seeing that the clips been popping back up since that whole shit happened, since the baby picture came out. That's fucked up, though. If you want to fuck yourself up, fuck yourself up, man. You know what I'm saying? But don't bring no baby in this world and give and with a disability by choice. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not a disability. Like if your baby's born with Down syndrome, that's genetic and all that type shit, right? But all that other shit, alcohol, fetal, whatever that shit is called, that's self inflicted wounds, bro. Don't do that to the kid, bro. Don't do that to these kids. Like and this is why I say everybody shouldn't be having kids, bro. If you really need to drink that bad while you pregnant, dog, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you.
Yeah, you probably don't need to have a child at that moment.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said, dude. I don't think everybody shouldn't be having kids because if you got the mindset where you gotta drink liquor, like bro, like even my baby mother, nigga, that shit killed me. My baby mother caught a whole child services charge because she was smoking weed while she was pregnant. I'm like, my nigga, is
Yeah,
it
my
that
people were both over.
is it that
That's
serious?
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
My oldest daughter, and now guess what? She got asthma. I ain't got asthma. Her mother don't got. I
Damn.
don't got asthma. Her mother don't got asthma. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they can't skip. You know, they say that should be like certain shit skips generations or whatever, however you say it. But I look at shit like that and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You think that could have been the cause of that shit, nigga? You smoking weed while you was pregnant, dog. Like, is it that serious? Shit, man. That shit sad, dog. Sad.
No, that shit ain't that serious, man. Motherfuckers got to know to get up off that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And these women don't even be thinking, bro, until the motherfuckers come in the man, your baby got weed in the system. Now we gonna call DSFS. What you crying for? Because men be telling them like, why you smoking that shit? Why you drinking? And they keep doing it. They don't care, bro.
Hey,
This the
hey,
real.
but one thing I can say though, 50 is like if she smoked the whole way through, you dead wrong. But if she found out, you know what I'm saying, late and because most people smoke. You don't know, what I'm saying, you pregnant until what, like maybe 2 months,
4 months,
three.
sometimes
Yeah,
2 to 4 months
yeah.
usually.
So if you smoking every day for 2 to 4 months, you know what I'm saying. Imagine what's gonna happen when you find out that baby you pregnant, and it's gonna take you like 2 months to get clean.
But you know the crazy thing is, weed is not unless you're like abusing it and like really smoking like 4 or 5 blunts a day and shit like that. A baby would like I don't know. I could be wrong, but I would assume the baby can repair theyself. You know what I'm saying? I know in my case that wasn't the case. We talking about at birth. Now, they do the blood test and all that shit at birth. So they see all the shit that's in the baby system. You know what I'm saying? And that's how she got in trouble. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
So that means you was smoking all the way up until type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna stop and then find out and then start smoking again like midway through. You know what I'm saying? So she knew she was pregnant from 1 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So for you to get in trouble for smoking weed or having weed in my daughter's system is crazy to me. That's
But
crazy.
Ed, but I found out through my situations in life that the girl can stop in that first trimester, and that baby will still shit
Ha-
that first shit and be dirty, bro.
Mm.
That's why they collect. Remember we talked about this. They collect that first shit
Yep.
from a child, and that goes back to the first trimester, my brother.
But they can also see the levels though
Yeah, yeah,
too,
no. Now
and
look,
that's
this where it go, Eddie. Now if they
hmm
test that child
hmm
and the child has levels of it, that's different. But that first shit is always gonna have
the bullshit
um
in it, all
yeah,
those toxins and shit.
correct. There it
hmm
is.
hmm Yeah, but even testing that shit, I'm sure they can see the levels and know like, okay,
A
this might have
hundred percent.
this might have started at.
If that baby come out and have, if they, test again and test the baby blood, and now you in trouble.
Yep.
Now the mother can get locked up, not
Yeah.
just called a DSS. You know what I'm saying? They can actually lock the mother up.
hmm Yeah, they threatened her with that shit. They don't really, I mean, it wasn't like no coke or no crazy shit. It was just some weed, but still, and like I said, this state is
That's
not
state
a.
by state too, Ed, because some states don't mind.
That's why I was just gonna say
You
this
know what I'm
state
saying?
right
Some
here. This
states
state
don't mind.
is this state is not a heavily like weed has never been like a concern in this state. You get what I'm saying? Like like niggas getting locked up for weed and shit like that never really was a unless you was obviously like weight you got like pounds of weed you might go to jail back in the day, but like getting caught with weed was never like a concern in this state. So that's why when they see that type shit, it's more of the child abuse thing that they big on. You know what I'm saying? And that's child abuse.
Yes, indeed.
Hey yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, right? Like the craziest shit I seen, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, outside and shit, whatever. Shorty, we in a chicken shack and niggas already like twisted and whatever, whatever. But Shorty came in there, she, you know what I'm saying, and her thing was she truly just didn't give a fuck about her being pregnant because she stayed getting high, bro. Yo, but she opened up her hands, bro, and so she literally, God, I swear to God on my life, bro, she literally had like 4 Xannies and 3 Roxys, 330s, and she threw them shits back all at one time. Bang! Bro, I hauled ass out of that motherfucker. I thought that motherfucker was gonna die. But the crazy thing is she didn't. She was fucked up. But it's like, yo, how could you live off of that? Like your tolerance is that, and then like killing this baby by doing this shit, son. Yo, she had since I've known her, she's had 3 kids, and all 3 of her kids with her. One is with the father, and two is with the state. Like, now she out here, she on that fatty, man. She all fucked up. But it's crazy how, like, and I know, like I know the power of addiction, but that's crazy when you got someone else to be accounted for your addiction. That shit, that shit powerful, bro.
hmm
Like for real.
You ain't lying, man. And that's the fucked up thing is, sadly, she probably raising the next killer because you know what I'm saying? Because she fucked up the baby all fucked up, brain all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And probably being born with a addiction that later down the line they probably don't know it. Like, they get older, they don't know that he went through this shit. You know what I'm saying? But later down the line, they end up with substance abuse issues and don't realize why. You know what I'm saying? Why they like fiend out or whatever, or got a drug habit because you've been getting high since you was a baby and you don't even know it.
That's a fact. Hey, yo, the crazy thing, and it's crazy you said that, right? Because, um, before they snatched her son, like, a baby father be outside and all that shit, what else, whatever, whatever. But the crazy thing, one day she came around, she came through for the homie Boom birthday and he passed away. So we all outside chilling, whatever, whatever. But she brung her son, right? And even then at that time, looking at that shit, I'm like, yo, this shit ain't right. Something wrong. Cause she brung him through, had the bandana on him, cocked to the side like jewels, had the, you know what I'm saying, the outfit on. And I'm like, yo, this baby, why you doing this to this baby, son? Like that's one thing that really bothered me, seeing a lot of like kids being affected by the dumb shit their parents would do. You get what I'm saying? Like even that's why even then I would never serve nobody that had kids or was having a kid. I never did that. Cause that shit would eat at my conscience. I know they could go get it for someone else. Fuck it. That it is what it is. But me, bro, nah, I ain't with it, bro. You could do it. You could go, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else. And I know if I don't do it, somebody else will do it. I get it. But nah, man, not me. That's the one. I can't fuck with no kids, bro. I can't do that, bro. Hold up. And niggas will turn around and say, "Oh, nah, he ain't gonna. All right, come in." Like, and it's like, bro, like you see the baby right there, my nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Man, there's niggas out here that serve their own mother, my guy.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
you can't even be
Today, this
you
nigga
can't
going to do that right now. Cooking
you
it up
can't
for
even,
it right now.
you can't even be surprised with that type shit. I mean, I'm not saying you was surprised. You from it, so you know. But it's just
It's hard. It's
it's
heartbreaking to see that shit,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hold up. And I'm gonna just say this, right, without saying really too much. The shit, it's crazy that the shit a nigga do, but then turn around and won't do. Like that's crazy. Like I think that's like crazy behavior, bro. Like I I don't know. I just always
I know exactly what you mean, Brick. But personally, me, I look at certain characteristics, and I just say, like a nigga that's willing to serve his mother's willing to do anything, nigga,
yeah.
anything,
uh,
anything. If you willing to serve your own mother, you willing to do anything, dog. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But I also didn't grow up in a household where my mom was a fiend or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
I don't know mentally where, like, I don't mentally, my mind ain't wired the way they shit is. I didn't go through what they went through. So but I just personally make that judgment on my own. Like I mean, personally, I don't think there's nobody on this planet I love more than my mother. You know what I'm saying? And
so
you get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't even know how it. I know some people be like, man, I don't fuck my mother. You know what I'm saying? Fuck my, you know what I mean? I can understand the fuck my dad shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? What I get it. But the
mm.
fuck your mother shit is like hard for me because of how I was raised and, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Now Eddie, I'm gonna say this, right? See, like you said, you grew up in the house with your moms, right? And you love your moms to death, and salute to that. But you got look at the flip side of someone who wasn't raised by their parents or raised by their mother. You get what I'm saying? And either something happened where, something traumatic happened or something life changing or something life shifting happened to that kid and they looked at their moms like what's up? And and it's like that feeling of abandonment. And once I'm gonna say this from experience. Once you get that from someone that you really love, bro, it's hard to get that. Like, I love you so much back, bro. Because you done already ripped that trust from from that kid. How they gonna I can't trust you. You fuck like nigga. Wow, where you at? And that's how it becomes easy to say, "Oh fuck that motherfucker." Well, I wish because you hear a lot of the kids, or especially a lot of the clear color kids. Oh fucking man, man, what you fucking die? You be on the headset. Oh man, fuck yeah, go die. But
Nah,
when
that's
so, but when someone feels like they don't care whether they live or die, it's because something has happened where that trust is gone or that love is gone. You know what I'm saying? Because parents sometimes parents have kids young
I
and
get
they
it.
still want to live their life. Like, hell, they
Mm-hmm.
go pass them off to their mother. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? But
Yeah, check out
it's
here. Check out here, young chick out here. She like I think in her 20s. She just killed her daughter, drowned her
Jesus
daughter in the
Christ.
river, and all types of crazy shit. Like she's
Yeah,
popular,
she's so
pretty ass
crazy.
girl, pretty young chick. She popular as hell. You know what I'm saying? You would never think she'd do
Mm,
some shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? But you don't know what kind of demons they be fighting too. You know, so that's why
uh,
I do have sympathy for that type of shit. But I just can't empathize because I really
yeah,
don't.
I feel, I feel.
You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah, no, I
sympathize for,
feel.
but I really can't empathize it because I don't know. I really don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand because I
Mm,
didn't. That's certain. That's one of those things you can't make somebody understand, no
yeah,
matter
no, no,
how. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain
I get,
things in life
I
I
get you.
can't make somebody understand.
I get you. Nah, and see, the thing is, see, because I understand both ways. I understand your side and I understand the other side because you gotta know that before that event happened or before whatever life changing experience happened to that child, they had that. They mother was they fucking world. Cause you got let's be honest, right? No man on no funny shit. Your parent, your mother, father, that's your first love. Like that's gonna be your first love to loving someone else. A mother, a girl, a lady, a female. Not like that, but just to have that type of love. You know what I'm saying? And when a parent crosses that, every female after that, it's over. Like it's like you don't have that remorse or that I give a fuck attitude when it comes to being with someone in a relationship. That's why a lot of the times, these relationships today are fucked up because they experiences with their parents ain't was fucked up.
Hey,
Like,
Brick,
yup,
I
yup, yup, yup.
100% agree with you. I told y'all my story before. My mom and
Mhm.
my dad got divorced when I was one. My
No
dad
doubt.
got custody because he was in the army, and my mom felt like it was the right thing to do with two boys, and you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had no mother figure like that in life, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, like I told y'all before that my first time actually loving somebody was my child, bro.
I understand that. I
Like
truly
I
understand.
didn't know what love was until I had a child, and I'm like, whoa, this is what this, you know what I'm saying? Because before, it was just like you thought you knew
Oh
what love
wow. Yeah,
was,
it
but
was an old wild situation. I
yeah,
know.
you know what I'm saying. So I get 100% what you're saying because it's
Mm-hmm.
something missing. It's
Yeah.
something missing, and like even with my girl now, it's something missing. You know what I'm
Be,
saying? Like me and
and
her, we and she got the same experience because her dad left her. You
yeah,
see this?
I understand that. And
It's
see the
like,
thing,
yo, we fucked up as people, man.
I understand that. I understand that. And see, the thing is that here's the tricky part. This is kind of like the good and the bad part about what you just said. Y'all got kids together now, so y'all gonna have to take that what y'all both got going on, and y'all gonna have to take that journey together so y'all can get there if that's what y'all choose to do. You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's why I don't let shit intervene with my children's life. You get what I'm saying? Because I vowed once I had my first child, I was gonna get her through school. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then my second
Hmm.
child, same thing. Now I got another one. Like, yo, I can't, whatever I got to do to give them that structured home, I'm gonna do it because
Yeah,
I
no
that
doubt.
was my obligation for having this creation. If you get what I'm saying.
No, no doubt. No, no. See, and that there we go. That's that. I'm going to give my child something that I never had, and that
Boom.
and that I'm telling you, that is a double-edged sword, bro. You know why? Because either we going to overdo that, or we not just going to do enough. We going to play the 50 when it comes to that, because when we give our kids too much, they become what? Spoiled. They become brats, right? And so now we trying to raise our kids in the home. We trying to give them, and now they think they own the world because of us. That's why I say you and your girl, y'all gonna have to take that journey together. To y'all gonna have to come to a place where y'all are comfortable with just saying, "I love you" and feeling that shit. You get what I'm saying? Because I know what you're talking about. Because before I met my wife, before I even no, even before I married my wife, I didn't have that "I love you so much" type shit. I knew she was the one, but I didn't have that. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Like you see other people have, or like that air quote black love type shit. You get what I'm saying? Because I was fucked up. She fucked up. Well, I'm still fucked up. You know what
Hey,
I'm
Brick,
saying?
Brick, we learned in default situations that
Uh,
she's the one.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I didn't learn that she was the one until I went through some shit and she was right there. You get what I'm saying?
And, but that's with all of us, Stu.
But
A
that's not
majority
how
of
it's
us.
supposed to
It's
go
not
though.
supposed. But it goes back
That
to
shit
the
backwards
family
as fuck
structure,
because before you learned it, you probably done fucked some shit up. You get what
and
I'm
that's
saying?
the thing. But see, that's the
That's
thing.
right.
That all starts with the family structure.
There it
That
is.
that family structure is what prevented us from learning early. See, a lot of times we learn late in life how to love or how to be or what to do or even how to be a fucking man, bro. Get what I'm saying? Like some of us didn't have that man in our life to show us this is what needs to be done as a man. We think being a man, paying the bills, giving your wife the check, coming home, she got the big piece of chicken and all that. That's what a man do, right? But it's
This
more
nigga
to
said
that.
the big piece of chicken.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying, but
Nah, for
it's
real.
more to
No,
that.
no, 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 no. That's funny though. My
Yeah,
bad, my
it's cool, and I said it before, Joe. But that's what that's not how it's supposed to be. How can you how can you love or how can you teach somebody when your insides is fucked up mentally?
bad. Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like you can't teach or show somebody how to be or what to do or where to go when you don't know, bro. You get what I'm saying? And that was like me and my wife, that was a lot of our issue. I always felt like, what the fuck do you want me to do? You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, you here, but if it's too much, then go. But she wouldn't leave. You know why? Because that's what she was used to. She was
Mm.
used to someone pushing her away, but she wanted to stay. She needed that nigga to stay. You get what I'm saying? And that's where she becomes fucked up at.
The trauma, cause she done seen the same shit in her
There you
parents'
go.
life type shit.
There you go, Stu.
The run, the chase the cat, Bob
There you
Messiah,
go.
chase the cat.
See, and that's what fucks us up because we think that is love. We don't. I don't know the definition of love, bro. I don't think nobody do. But see, I know that I got somebody that's will ride with me till the wheels fall off, no matter what I do. That's why since I've been married, I have not looked touched another woman. Now, because I know I got a rider, and then we start putting these in these categories what love is, or uh, doing this for her, doing that for her, being that for her, doing this or saying that. When really, sometimes it's just even showing up, my nigga, just showing up, just to
Showing
say,
up every day. Hell yeah.
yeah, what, like, how was your day? You know, you alright? You cool? You want to talk? What's up? You all right? All right. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes at the end of the day, like that stress reliever, of just having someone to talk to means a lot to a person. Cause sometimes my wife don't know how to talk to. She don't know how to express herself. She like me. Like I express myself like negatively. Like I become explosive. Like when I feel fucked up. I turn that into anger because I don't want nobody to see the sensitive side. So it's always gonna be rage or anger because that's you learn to protect things that mean a lot to you. And what I'm saying, I growing, I felt protecting my feelings was something that I needed to do because I did a lot of crying when I was young because of my situation with my parents. You get what I'm saying? So you're not gonna see that. You're not gonna know that, and that's how fucked up we become, bro. Because we turn that shit into other things, bro.
Immune to the bullshit, bro.
And we turn and we start outletting. When we get older, if we don't deal with issues, we turn to different outlets. We look at other people as outlets. We think being in a crew of 30 niggas is a family. These are my brothers. I will die, I will ride, I will wheels fall off with you. When we all fucked up. Bro, that's a role, bro, that years and years of studying and running tests, mental tests and doing history and going back to the 30s, 40s, and 50s to do this and do that. How they take the man out the bro. Whatever they was trying to do, they almost accomplished it. But where they fucked up at is people just started to wake up and realize and say something is wrong with me. That's one of the hard. Hey Stu, that's one of the hardest things to admit is that something is wrong with me. Who that was? They were in the Matrix.
Rick, that's
Hey,
why
hey,
I
yeah.
always the most powerful song that my dad used to play for me back in the day. I used to be a fucking pain in the ass for this nigga. He used to
Mm-hmm.
have to drop me off on post to the daycare, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could get my brother one day to come, my oldest brother to come tell y'all how bad I was. Like nigga, I used to jump over the fence and run, like just bad,
Mm-hmm.
cause I didn't have that structure. You know what I'm saying? That mother and that father. I
Mm-hmm.
was, y'all. My dad had to play Santa Claus for the damn for the daycare because I got stuck in the fence and the police, I mean the ambulance had to cut me out the motherfucker. Yo, I mean the damn firefighter. Like I used to be just bad, bro.
No
Um
devil shit. Yeah, I know.
yeah. And he started playing me this song, dog, and to this day it this song is, you know what I'm saying, forever with me was
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Make
That's
that
right.
change. And we done had this discussion on this
Yeah,
song before.
yeah,
But most people can't look in the mirror and say, you know what, I got a fucking problem, bro, and I gotta change
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know what? Instead, what they do, it was like what we was hearing earlier. It was him. It was him. But what about him? What about him? Instead of directing the fucking problem, bro?
yeah.
Like, bro, you got a problem. You gotta fix
Mhm.
it. In order to fix it, you gotta look in the mirror and say, yo, nigga, you gotta straighten the fuck up. Or I'm gonna leave me and my crew and my family and my legacy in the fucking ditch, bro.
Yeah. And that's hey bro, that is one of the that is a defining moment in a person's life when they could when just that the same exact example you gave of looking in the mirror and saying, I need to change. I need to change. I need to do something different. I need to hold myself accountable for the shit that I do. Because if we could keep it, because this thing about this, if we keep going on in life, blaming this person, blaming that person, blaming my mom, blaming my dad, blaming my brother, blaming this, doing this, saying that, we will never get where we gotta go because we're gonna spend so much time focusing on what has happened in the past to us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and I will admit, I will honestly admit, it's hard to let that go. It's hard to let that animosity go because you
Hey,
felt like you owed something.
Brick, I got another
Yeah.
testimonial for you.
Yeah.
My big brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
He an alcoholic.
Mm.
You know who he blames? His parents. They was alcoholics.
Mm.
But my grandfather was alcoholic. So guess what I'm gonna be? Alcoholic. Yo, I was an alcoholic too. But Brick, what I had to do,
Had to
I had to
change.
look at myself and say, you know what? If I continue to do this, bro, your kids gonna be fucking alcoholics because they gonna see their parents doing it. Somebody
Yeah.
gotta break the cycle, dog.
You gotta break that cycle. You're right. You're exactly right. And that's crazy you say that because all the males on my mother's side of the family are either drug addicts or alcoholics.
All of them, every
From my
single last one of them,
grandfather.
on both sides of my kids'
Yeah.
families, bro.
And I'm telling you, bro, if if I wouldn't have woke up and realized like how much of a that shit is in me, bro, I still be out here lost, bro. Or if I would have been alive, you get what I'm saying? Because even with that, bro, when we see yo, cause it's just like vivid pictures that you could just like it's like a photo in your memory that will never go away. You can see your parents, grandmother, grandfather, uncles, mother, brothers, all everybody sitting around drinking, hot smoking, doing whatever, putting motherfucking coke in a cigarette, smoking a woo up, like it's nothing. But you
That was the get down. It was the family get together. That's just what we
But
do.
that, but hey, Stu, the fucked up thing is that you think it's normal. This is what families do.
This is what family do, bro.
And you see how fucked up that becomes? Because if I'm 43 and I can still remember seeing that shit 6, 7, 8 years old, bro, do you know how long that shit stayed in my mind? And you think I thought it was okay to do it, so why would who is it bad to? You or me?
Brick, another testimonial. I was about 13 years old. I seen my grandfather hit his best friend on the head with a sledgehammer, bro. Bah! Grandfather now. My grandfather was probably like 60 something at the time. Bah! Hit him on the head, bust shit wide open, bro. That shit forever gonna be
Yeah.
forever gonna be with me. And you know why was the cause of that, Brick?
Wow.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Niggas done got drunk together and then start talking shit and boop.
And
My
start
grandfather
fighting.
said, Bobby, I told you. I told you keep running your goddamn mouth. Bro, forever's in my mind,
Yeah.
bro. But that's what we do. Pass it from generation to generation. That if we're gonna
Hmm.
have a good time, cause me and my brother, my dad, when we all get together, it start off fun, good. Them drinks get to flowing. Then somebody bring up some old shit. The next
From the
thing you know,
past. Yep. Yep.
this
Yep.
nigga start crying. Man, you see how them emotions get so quick. Just you know what I'm saying? The
Hey,
spirit,
Stu.
dog.
Hey, Stu. Yesterday, I don't know if you was in the room, but yesterday I said that early in the morning. I said, bro, I'm a bipolar drinker because I saw my uncles drink. One would be crying, one would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
angry, one would be wanting to fight or kill a nigga. So I seen that, and when I get drunk, that's who I become. Cause I know that's
There it
how
is.
I know how to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's muscle memory, Brick.
bro, and our brain is definitely a muscle, bro. I don't care what nobody say, cause we know we remember a whole bunch of shit. And I mean, you the see the beautiful thing about it is that you can sit back after years and laugh at it and know that it was fucked and know now that it was fucked up. Because before we didn't know that that was fucked up. You seen your grandfather hit a nigga upside the head. You seeing a nigga talk shit to me.
That was the
That's what I
funniest
would do.
thing ever. I was calling everybody, man, that shit crazy, man. I popped the bus millionaire.
And that's not, and see how unnormal that's not normal. Like, like, Stu, bro, let me tell you something. Back in the late 80s, right? The late 80s, 88, 89, 70, I mean, 87, 88, 89. Yo, niggas would be in the stairwells of my building, in the back stairwells, OD, slumped over. And we walk past these motherfuckers like it's nothing trying to get to the house. And you know the nigga. You know Ramil. Hey, yo,
Man,
Ramil,
that's
wake,
that's
wake up.
that's boo boo in them. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
Ramil, wake up, man. And he ain't moving. He ain't even breathing. But you keep it moving. You're like, fool, fuck that. Hell no. And that's not normal, bro. You know what I mean? But it's things like that because it's like as kids, as teenagers, you should not see. You should not. I would fucking have a bro. I would have a conniption if my kids would see some shit like that. Y'all want to go see a dead body? What, bro? And it become we we become immune to hurt, pain, and fucked up suffering and shit. You know what I'm saying? We become like it's second nature. You know what I'm saying? We see a nigga get shot. That, oh shit, damn. We don't even run. We just flinch like damn nigga, you almost shot me, nigga. Huh? Bro, man. I don't know, man. But man, yo, listen, man, it's Teacher Tuesdays, man. Shit, man. Nothing about traumatic experience. Man. We got something to teach, man. Shit, learn.
I got something in the cut.
Bad. Hey, man, when you ready, rock out, yo. Yeah, here you go, bro. You got the juice now, homie.
Yeah, nigga, yeah, it's that walk down.
It's that walk down. Whoa.
What my boy Joe said, just get my allergy medicine together, you know.
Whoa, hell yeah, man.
No, I
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate that talk, Brick. That was a deep one. That was needed, right on time.
Nah, no doubt, man.
Hit
Nah,
all
but
aspects, man.
hey, look, real talk, man, real shit, man. Like, this shit be needed, bro. I like as much as and you know, remember we had like early on when we first started the room when we started talking about labeling the days, you know, I was talking about mental Mondays and things like that. But bro, like seriously, like maybe twice or once a month, like these are needed, bro. Like outlets, releases. You get what I'm saying? Just to talk and not be judged. But the one thing I do fear about that is that how much is people gonna take that and put it in their back pocket or let it go?
Oh man, that's just the niggerism shit.
See what I'm saying? Like because as much as you know who up here, let's say Kadar. As much shit as Kadar go through or has been through, as much as he may feel fucked up about something, like why can't we be an outlet on that day to talk when he if he needs to talk? He shouldn't have to feel like, nah, I can't say that because somebody might use that against me later. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I fear about. That's why I never really stressed it because I seen like sometimes I would see like you know the poking and all that, and that's not cool, bro. Because sometimes people really sometimes and let's be real, Stu, I talk to y'all more than I talk to my homies out here in the land, bro. Like I talk to y'all every day. Some days I talk, some days I don't. I listen, but I talk to y'all more than I talk to my homies, sandbox niggas. Even though it's like three of us left, but still enough. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people don't even have that. That's why people we. That's why people are so attracted to being around others and being on the app, talking, just expressing themselves, having fun, bullshit, chopping it up, kicking bubble, like because of outside. Hey, well, I don't get this. This is what it is, you know. But I really do think like even I ain't calling them sessions, but like what I'm saying, just to talk about like whatever you want to talk about. What's up? What's going on? What's going mentally? What's going on with you, bro? Because it like you said, you saying that or us having this conversation was something that you needed that you want to talk about, and I wouldn't have known that. I didn't know that. Even just talking, just starting talking, I didn't know you wanted to talk about that, or that's what you had on your mind. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it is what it is, man. But you know, we just, I just, what? If anything, we stay solid amongst each other, bro. Like for real, like just stay solid and not, you know, take anything and use it against another. Uh, I don't have nothing to watch, bro. And
Yo,
this
I
is
hear you, son. 10 toes down the ground, son. We outside right now, son. Getting some of this good air, son. Word up, dog.
Hey, I got
Niggas
some
fuck around and
breaking
find out, dog.
breaking news
But,
coming.
but I'm waiting for what Stu got for Teaching Tuesday, because we about to start. Not the dumb shit, son. Damn, son. Yo, I'm just saying here, son. We sold it like a zenith, nigga. Told you niggas, son. One day y'all gonna listen to the God, son. Many come in thy name, but be wolf and sheep clothing. Damn. Word up. But whatever you guys do, I'm on my walk, so I'm gonna just sit back here on mute and listen, son. Get educated, and that's what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
CMB,
Yes,
you
sir.
already know what it is. Told you.
So check this out. It says NFL has a committee looking at allowing institutional capital.
explain that. What's that? What that is?
They looking for some investors, dog.
Mm.
Oh, they about to go public with it. There it is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh man.
Yo, Yo, do that got something to do with the gambling?
Yep.
I'm not betting on no more of the games, son. You can't, no. You can't be the league and you in spot with the betting bulls. Y'all playing us all really like we already knew Vegas was playing this. We just hope to get some pennies before we got played. But now, when certain calls are made, you got to question everything now. It serves both of our interests for y'all not to win this game.
Hey, one thing I read in the comments, they said, "Here comes the Saudi."
Oh shit. Oh,
Hey, yo, they
nasty
got to take
work.
over everything, son. That's all
Yeah,
he's got us.
That's nasty work.
yeah, they trying to get that oil money, man.
Hey yo, and y'all see how them niggas living over there, bro?
Yes, sir. Money, brick.
Oh,
Literally, they
Gotta be
got
living lavish.
pay their citizens over there because they got so much money, bro.
That oil money different, bro. Different. That shit is on next level.
Check it out. Remember we seen them go get the golf. Remember they bought golf, the
mm,
LIV or whatever it's called, shit.
mm,
They went and got wrestling. They already got one Arab in who owned Jacksonville Jaguars. So maybe he might be the connection.
Jesus
Hey, yo,
Christ.
it's that Patel shit you was telling Stu, remember?
Yep.
They get a few of us in, get a few in, and then we start taking over everything, son. Strategic. We selling America as a whole. We selling out to the highest bidder, straight like that.
But is that something that we can learn from them though? Can we take some of the positive attributes of that culture and learn from that and apply it to us and learn from that?
Maybe on a minor level, we don't got that kind of bread like they do, son.
Yeah, it's gonna take a
on,
while before we can.
on our level, let's bring it down to our
Yeah,
level. Is
yeah, we
hold
can do it
on,
like
lean what
that.
you got.
Well, the thing about it is, right? Ain't nobody
Paying
billion.
like them.
Like, the thing about them is, it's a bunch of them. So it's not like it's a bunch of them that are billionaires. You know what I'm saying? But there's a bunch of billionaires versus just like one or two billionaires that got a lot of billions. You know what I'm saying? So th- as long as they stick together, they powerful. And that's always been. I don't care what group you're talking about. Sticking together is the most powerful thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Any group of people we talk about that are succeeding, the one thing they all got in common is they stick together. That's it.
Damn, damn, damn.
You know what I mean? It's not that they just got a lot of money. They got a lot of money. They stick together. So you know they they could disagree on certain shit like amongst them, but they do got the same common a lot of the same common goals, and they got the capital behind them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to do, man. We got to stick together. So always
Hey,
see.
hey, and they live on morals too, Eddie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Might not be your morals, but they morals. You know what I'm saying? It's
You
morals.
you can't go over there and cuss at people. You can't be drunk in public. Remember they was talking about all that shit? Like, yo, they got real more. You can't even speak to a Saudi woman.
Yeah, you gotta. It's a lot of shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Some of they shit though, like I said, that's why I said it's not just our morals because they got some of the other morals like women are lesser. You know what I'm saying too. So little things like that is negative.
But but is that so bad though? Like
I
the
mean,
way they live.
no, I mean it's to each his own. I guess you know what I'm saying. I'm not telling you that you should believe that or you shouldn't believe that. You
Well,
know.
Brick, that's why they call us the Wild Wild West. Because
Mm,
anything goes down over here. This is what Cowboys and Indians shoot them up, bang bang. It's been this way since
Jesus Christ.
forever.
Because all right, like I I I'm not I'm not switching off the Saudis, but they have strict guidelines, right? That they abide by. And I'm not saying that it's the cause of their success, but they stick to a script that everybody abides by. Now, like the last past couple years, the women's rights movement been stepping up, and they've been having issues with that. But at the same time, that's nothing compared to the shit that we go through over here. Could you imagine a part like, and I'm respectfully, could you imagine the ABC issue over there, bro? I mean, they they do
Well, that's
stuff to niggas
because
for life.
well, so then that's because you would have for that to happen, you have to have the rules that they have implemented. Like in Africa, you're not gonna see it because you can get executed for this shit.
Executed, get your head
You know
chopped
what I'm saying?
off for real.
So you would have to say, which is where I go back to the morals, is like where are your morals at? Do you think that's fine? I'm not asking you that question. I'm just saying, like that's what I was trying to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking you to please don't answer it, but I'm just saying.
We on YouTube or more.
Yeah.
Boy, that nigga Eddie, you know how to throw him, boy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's why I had
You
to.
done hit a nigga in the head and then hit your hand real quick. Bow.
Nah. I ain't gonna do my man
Hit them
like
with the
that.
headshot.
I wouldn't do my man like that. But that's why I said what I said because I'm saying it depends on where your morals at. You know, which I said they follow moral. They go by morals, which just might not be your morals. I don't know. Might be. I don't know. I don't know. Um, it's a tough one. Damn, this shit been flowing. It's almost noon already.
Yeah, boy. This fast joint I do, I can't eat till 12 o'clock.
Hey yo, let me find out
Faster?
you fasting for Easter, nigga.
Uh,
No, no.
shit.
Cause hey yo, that's that's what my mom's doing, son. She called me talking about some. I ain't gonna be able to get nothing to eat when the sun go down. You ain't gonna give me some. What? Why you can't eat now? Oh, be fasting till Easter. What? I don't
No,
know.
it's called intermediate fasting. So like
Mm.
12 o'clock, I can eat till 8. You know what I'm saying? But what you doing? What I'm doing, and I've been doing this shit since like September or some crazy shit.
Oh
Um,
what?
yeah, yeah. This ain't nothing new. Um,
Mm.
so what it does is you. So right now I'm working off the food that I ate last night. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, you giving your body time to process
Giving
the
it
food.
time. There it is.
Oh, okay.
There it
Yeah,
is.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
See,
Hey, so,
we've
hey,
been brainwashed to eat every fucking time we get distracted. You get what I'm saying?
nah, that's a fact. Hey, Stu, I
Yeah,
have a
I did
set time
that.
I eat every day, man.
I was doing keto along with the intermittent fasting. Lost 30 pounds. It works.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
What's keto, Miss Lynn?
Low carbs. Low carbs, actually,
Mm.
as least carbs as you can get. That's it. Like,
Jeez.
And
because,
that's what Miss
yeah.
Lynn, that's what Americans love is carbs. You mean to tell me I
yeah,
can't have my steak, my potatoes and
yeah.
all that good stuff,
The breads and all
bread,
that
I'm a
shit.
bread,
bread. I'm a
Pasta,
bread,
bread.
pasta, all
Yeah,
and
that shit.
bread
pasta.
boy, bro.
Oh man.
So, Brick, if your body doesn't have the carbs to
Mm,
burn for energy, it'll go
mm.
to burning fat, and so you're automatically gonna lose weight. It's 100%. It works.
Gotta be careful on that diet, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah.
Don't do dirty keto. Do clean keto. Cause I could never wrap my head around the fact that I can eat as much meat as I want and not.
Bacon and cheese with
Yeah, so
bacon and
no,
cheese with bacon on
that
top.
never set right with my soul. So I didn't do that. I wasn't packing meat and stuff like that. I was more doing the salads and the, stuff like that. No sodas, nothing like that. No bread, like you said, no pasta, stuff like that. But yeah, but you can eat as much meat as you want. I could never understand that. But
Oh,
it's because
okay.
because there's no
You
carbs
lost
in
30
meat. There's no
pounds.
carbs in meat.
You lost 30 pounds, but contracted heart disease. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Damn.
Like this shit
Hey,
crazy.
hey, Miss Lynn,
Exactly.
is it like that Atkins diet?
It's kind of like that, but
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay,
So yeah,
okay.
if you know Atkins, keto is not that far from behind it.
Alright, but.
But I think
I don't know that bread. That
I
bread.
think Atkins totally cuts out carb, but like keto, you can like I was trying to do like no more than like 20 carbs in a day, and that's very
Jesus.
hard, very
Oh, oh,
hard. But
so
if
what?
you really want to
20
drop the weight
calories?
fast, no carbs, no more
Oh,
than
like,
20 carbs. So if
oh
you
shit.
really want to drop the weight fast, do as
Mm,
least carbs as you want. Exercise because that's how you're gonna burn the fat, but you're gonna burn it faster if you're exercising. Even though you don't have to exercise for you to
mm,
lose the weight, because you're cutting the carbs. And whatever you do, you get up and walk to the bathroom, you're gonna burn fat because you can't burn the carbs because you don't have
mm.
carbs in you. So you're automatically gonna eat away the fat. But if you exercise with it, man,
Mm.
in a month, I'm telling you, 30 pounds in a month. And it ain't came back. I haven't gained it back. I've learned how to maintain whatever. But yeah, yeah, it works.
There it is, Miss Lynn.
See, my thing is the bread. Like I'm a sandwich dude.
Man, mine was pasta. I'm a pasta
Mm,
girl.
too, Miss Lane. I love me some pasta,
Oh
rice. I
my
love all that
God.
shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna try. You know what? Cause you know what I'm saying. I be doing my walking thing when I drop the kids off. I do my walking thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try that for a month and see how. I'm gonna read up on it and I'm gonna see how it works.
It's gonna work.
Um,
I guarantee it's 100% guaranteed. If you're sticking to it the way you're supposed to, it's it's
mm,
it's it's science. It's gonna work. You're gonna lose.
okay, I'm gonna check it out, man. Appreciate that, Ms. One.
Only thing I'm gonna tell you this: when you get on
Mm,
keto and you're on it, and you want to say, okay, I'm done with it. I'm cool with it. I've lost what I want to lose. I'm gonna go back to eating some carbs. Do it slowly. Because if you pack them
oh
in
yeah,
one
I'm
day,
wrong.
you gonna cramp up because your body is used to not having that sugar and them carbs and stuff. So if you
Mm,
go crazy when you start back with carbs, you are going to lock up. I mean, cramps. So don't do it.
oh no! Oh, yeah. Oh man. Nah, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man. Oh,
Yes, sir. Hey, on Teacher Tuesday, man. All right, let's see what we can pull up, man. Oh, Brick, I was gonna read earlier the list of Procter and Gamble products. This shit crazy, man.
bro, I guarantee, motherfuckers probably got 20 products in their house made by them, bro. Or under them or with them. Is that my shit, bro? Hold on.
Thought that was future. Fuck moon being in a layup.
Nah, the UPS man here, man. And I hate going downstairs to go get the package, suppose, and it ain't for me. Fuck. Cause
All
it's
right,
I
Brick.
suppose it ain't
So here go the list.
but
We got Dawn dishwashing liquid, Fairy washing liquid, Joy dishwashing liquid, Gain dishwashing liquid, Ivory dishwashing liquid, Cascade dishwasher detergent. We got Always the pads and you know that all that good stuff. Um,
yeah.
Tampax tampons, Whisper menstrual hygiene products. Okay, now here go to hair care. We got Ascend Hair Care, Aussie Hair Care, Braun Hair Care, Frederick Kakar Hair Care, Head and Shoulder Shampoo, Herbal Essence Shampoo. I seen that before. Uh, Malay Hair Care, Nikki Clark Hair Products, Pantene. We seen that before. Vital Sansoon, purchased in 1984. Healthcare products. We got Align Probiotics. We got Crest toothpaste. We got Femibun, acquired by the Merck Group. Fixodent denture adhesive. Liliac Nas. I don't even know what that is. Um, they got another laxative fiber supplement. Neurobiron. I don't know what that is. A new chapter dietary supplements. We got Oral B. Everybody know what that is. A toothbrush and oral hygiene products. We got Pepto Bismol, Brick. You know what that is. Um, Prilosec over the counter. Got that. Sagabine. Don't know what that is. Scope mouthwash. Everybody know what that is. Seven C's. I don't know what that is. Oh,
Consider
Vicks
that New
cough
Year's
syrup. Yeah, that's us. Household. Okay, we in the household products. Now we got non-element cleaning products. I don't know what that is. A stain remover liquid. Bounce fabric softener for sheets. Everybody know what that is. Fairy, known as the Netherlands and the Yes in Sweden, dishwashing liquid. Febreze, yeah, everybody know what Febreze is. Yeah, they own that. Flash cleaning products, don't know what that is. Jar dishwashing liquid. Myth, that's something Russian. Mr. Clean, everybody know what Mr. Clean is. Pampers, disposable diapers, everybody know what that is. Puff tissues, yeah, that's them. Love's diapers, yeah, they own that too. Safeguard antibiotic soap. Swiffer, Swiffer picker upper, yeah, that's them. Um, man, they own all kind of light laundry. Cheer, Donnie, Tide, skincare. They got Ivory Bar Soap, Old
Bro,
Spice,
I'm in the
Secret.
I'm in the bathroom right now, right? Pause. I'm looking at the Crest toothpaste, the what's this? Skin razor, disposable razor, shaving stuff. My wife said. What is this? It don't say prop. Thank you. No. But what's this? Nasal saline solution. Yeah, that's
What
yo.
y'all
You could
talking
just
about? P&G?
yeah, you could just
Mm-hmm.
walk around the house and it's stuff that's made by
Yo.
Procter and Gamble, bro.
And they also got Gillette. And if y'all know, Gillette is big in sports. Like Gillette is doing some big ass NFL game in a couple, like I think right before the Super
The
Bowl. I was
stadium,
watching on yeah,
the, the
they got a
Patriots
whole
Stadium.
Gillette
stadium.
Stadium. Yeah.
They got a whole stadium and they doing something that's like a all-star game type NFL game that they hosting. Saquon Barkley was talking about it yesterday.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
Are y'all just
I
finding out what companies actually do in America? Or is that what we're doing? Are we finding out what companies actually stand for in America now?
No,
Now we
Like
just
what
looking
they
at a
actually
corporation
do
and
and run
listing.
and
No, no,
no, we're
no, no, no,
looking.
no. We're looking at a corporation and listing the different brands that's under it.
right, that's what I just said. Are we looking at what businesses actually do in America? Not what
That's
not
not
what
what
we're
you said at
saying what they
all.
do, what they
No, 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 no.
actually
That,
do.
that that's not what you said though. What I said
That
was we're
is what I
looking at a
said.
corporation
Okay.
and we're naming the companies that's under it. We're not talking about the functionality. We're talking about the name of the companies that's under the corporation. We're not talking
Right.
about
So
function.
that's what I'm explaining. The company, that's the umbrella company, you're learning what the umbrella company actually does.
We're
The
we're
facade we're
we're we're
giving, oh,
actually
they're a toothpaste company, oh, they're a Gillette company, oh, they're just, that's the facade they give us, but we're finding out what these companies actually umbrella for. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
So
trying to
we
see what
all on
you're
one
saying
page. So
because you
thank you.
no, we're
wait,
not
hold on.
because I don't know what
But
you're saying.
we're actually just looking at the companies. We're investing in the company Procter and Gamble. That's the company that we invest in. We're looking at the products that's just actually a everyday joint that's in our house. Like you could just walk around the house and everybody has something from Procter and Gamble in their house. And that is the reason, one of the main reasons why if you use it, why not invest in it? That's why we're going over the list and the
That's a
names of the
fact,
stuff.
Rick.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
So it's
I bet
it's it's
everybody got at least 10 things from them right now in their kitchen.
yeah, nah. And Stu, you know what I'm saying? Stu just yo, I got 20 joints. Bro, we good. I bet you we people got 20 things a piece in their house if they look around a joint right now. Well, but yeah, man.
got a short little video about Procter and Gamble.
That's
How
right.
they how they been scoring number ones for 180 years. Let's see what they talking about.
37 when P&G set up in Cincinnati. The city lay at the heart. It was 1837 when P&G set up in Cincinnati. The city lay at the heart of the pig farming industry in the US, helped by its position on the Ohio River. In fact, the city was known back then as Porkopolis. The leftover fats and oils of pork production were the raw materials needed by 2 immigrants. William Proctor, an Englishman, made candles. James Gamble, an Irishman, made soap. They married 2 sisters, and it was their father who suggested they go into business together. At that time, the products were just sold under the company name, Procter & Gamble, but that was set to change when P&G decided to give one soap its own name.
We had launched Ivory in a different form, just called White Soap, because it was a white bar of soap, prior to its launch. And it was doing rather well. And Harley Procter, the father of marketing at P&G, he had the idea of, we want to try this advertising thing, and we want to create brand names. So he designed a beautiful package for Ivory, came up with the name while sitting in on a church service. It was Psalms 45:8, and put this new named packaged brand out next to White Soap. Within 1 year, the packaged one was selling 400% better than the just regular one cut off of blocks. And they were the exact same product, and they were the exact same price per ounce too. So the only variable was one had a name and a package and the other didn't.
And so began P&G's future as a company of brands rather than a branded company, and with it more firsts. Ivory would see the first paper advertisement that promoted the brand and the benefits of the product rather than the company. The first colour ad also featured Ivory soap. As technology developed, P&G was at the forefront of how to make use of it for their growing family of brands.
Whatever the medium is that people are reading or watching and looking at, we try to have our ads in it. And when the magazine was developed, we were one of the first to also have magazine ads. Then this thing called the radio came about. And the radio was particularly interesting to us. The problem was there wasn't a lot of content for it yet. So we decided to break a paradigm. We said, well, shoot, what if we just made our own content then? Then we could advertise on that. So it started with cooking shows, primarily sponsored by Crisco, but then quickly moved into more entertainment, dramatic serials, basically, that people wanted to listen to and continue to listen to week on week as they would happen. And those end up being called soap operas. And of course, a lot of our soaps were advertising those too.
My nigga,
Damn.
you ever knew soap operas came from that? I swear to God, I'd never do that.
That's crazy.
From the soap is.
From the soap.
I don't
Hey,
understand that though. That don't make no sense. That's crazy.
did
Yo.
y'all catch his wife's name was Irish or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And Ivory Spring, or then Irish Spring.
Irish Springs.
Oh, he named
Oh,
it after
yeah,
her.
there it is.
It smells just like my
Yo.
wife. Right.
Just like my wife.
This dude's silly. Wow. Soap opera. Procter & Gamble coined it.
From Ivory to Oxidol to Chipso to many others. Right from the radio, we moved to the TV and we did our first televised ad on the first televised baseball game in the United States, which was in 1939. And at that time, there was only like 500 sets too. So it was a very small audience, but it was also a brand new technology too.
The technology that drove marketing and advertising drove product development too. Dreft had been developed as the world's first synthetic detergent and still sells today, but consumers were demanding a more powerful stain-fighting detergent to meet their cleaning needs. Project X set out to do it.
After 14 years of experimentation, one of our scientists, David Byerly, developed that product, and it launched in '46 under the name Tide.
You get the cleanest wash in town with T-I-D-E, Tide.
Was market leader by 1949, has never left that position since, and tripled the size of the company in less than a decade by itself.
Since its creation, Tide has gone on to become an anchor product for P&G's marketing efforts.
Tide's definitely had some very famous campaigns and sell lines, like Tide's in, dirt's out. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide. One of my favorite campaigns was called the Swap campaign.
Now, I'm going to give you twice as much of another leading detergent. I take your tithe and I give you twice. Oh, no. No, I think this would do. But there's twice as much here, Mr. I don't care.
Some of these consumers got really defensive. And how about 3 boxes? No, I'm never giving up this tithe.
And P&G never gives up on invention.
You never know when an insight in one category can spark something in another. And so we create mechanisms in the company to ensure that as our scientists and our teams are discovering things, that they're sharing what they're discovering. Because again, you never know when that insight may spark another idea.
Mark, welcome to Marketing Media Money. I just want to get your view, high-level thoughts.
Here it is. Scientists.
Damn it, man.
Scientists. Man, I just wanted to play that quick little video. I didn't know what he was going to talk about. I just wanted to hear it. But damn, that shit, that's crazy. That's all it is, branding.
But you see how they are attaching it to something that's passionate to them.
To them, yep. This
So
nigga
it's always gonna mean something. So I'm gonna push hard for this soap because it got my daughter and my wife's name on it.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That soap opera shit blow me because we say soap opera all the time, and I never thought about why it was called the soap opera. But damn, teach me
Oh
something.
yeah, because it's soapy.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
They got one up here, a video up here. Why is listen? They gonna say this one for Thursday. Fuck it. This shit say Procter and Gamble. Wait, no, where it's at? One say, "Whoa, Procter and Gamble and the Church of Satan." Whoa.
Where Joe at, Mike?
Procter and Gamble is the brand of the devil. I think that's what Shorty was just trying to go get at.
Yeah, she was reaching, but we wasn't. I mean, we wasn't trying to
We
go
was
for
on
that
some
route. We was,
surface. We was on some
yeah,
super
basic
surface
level.
shit.
But
Yeah.
I noticed this is what this app brings, though. Niggas like that, like they come in here and try to like, yo, we was just talking some basic. You came in here and tried to flip the whole script.
Yeah, they come in hot. They always come in
Yeah.
hot. It's like, come on, man. Like, why can't we just talk surface once in a while? Like, we don't gotta go into the, you know what I mean? Like,
We trying to get our brothers and sisters to invest.
but I
Now
mean,
you trying to
but
tell me that, well, you invest in these people, they was this part of the slavery. Well, goddamn, you work for niggas, the niggas
that's
that was a part of the
come on.
slavery.
You
What the
drive the
fuck?
cars of the niggas from slavery, all that
Yeah,
shit.
what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying?
Get up
Shit.
every morning and go work with the white man and talk about what we doing. Like
I work for a
my
Fortune,
man,
hey, Brick, I work for a Fortune 500 company, sir. Yeah,
yeah,
nigga, how you think he got up there?
But at
like,
the end,
go
oh,
ahead,
God,
go ahead,
my bad.
baby.
No, go ahead, break.
Nah, like what, like, and if my man was talking like yes, like surface level of what and who Procter and Gamble does, so what? Why you gotta come in here? Oh, you just really trying to find out what they do, what they have, and what they do, what how
Yeah,
much
that
they.
was dumb.
I know, right?
Come
Why
on,
Well,
bro.
see,
why is it about that?
they got their motives already, right? Because now I'm looking in the chat, and she said, "This, this is it." Well, it's this a list of things we shouldn't use. So I don't know if she's asking or saying it, telling us that.
Oh, she being smart. Like, should we be using these products?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like she like she putting us on that Procter Gamble is making stuff to kill the black people.
That,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. We going down. That's the path they was going. She was
come
gonna take
back
it.
Thursday.
Shit.
Yeah, come back Thursday, man. You can make that argument.
We just trying to get to the money thing side of things. At the end of the
Word.
day, it's a bunch of shit that's killing you that you're gonna continue to use
She
anyway.
probably
So
smoke Newport.
yeah, right.
Look like it too, bro.
You know what I mean? So what's the
Wow.
difference? So
These
that shit ain't making me no money knowing that.
I just like sometimes I just be wondering why people so angry, man. Like,
They
God,
not even angry, bro. It's just
They want to have the one
everybody
up on
want
the
to.
next person, bro.
Want to be
It's
right.
weird.
We do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
it's
That's
but
what.
don't want to be
yeah,
right. The
I
fact
want to
that
be
we
right.
can both learn from it and be right, but being right as far as I know more than you being right, if
There it
that makes
is.
any
What
sense.
what you know what this comes from though? If you notice anybody, if you come in like this space is like for like a lot of I notice a lot of like the conscious communities in this space. And those are the type of people they are. So we talk about Procter Gamble off the rip, they want to go to the conscious shit. Like they don't want to talk about no money. Well, even if they talk about money, they want to talk about it in a different level. You know what I'm saying? We talking about playing the game. They talking about, yeah, let's play outside of the game, do this. I'm like, oh, come on, dog. Come on. Like I'm cool with all of that. I like this, I like those, but realistically, right now, that's not gonna work right now. All that extra shit y'all talking about. Let's just talk
Yeah,
surface,
they
normal
always want to
shit.
have the one up on the next person. It's like, oh, you don't know this, but I do. But it's like, yo, we can both learn from each other in this predicament. And I bet if Shorty go in her bathroom, she got Head and Shoulders and all that extra Crest and all
That's what
that
I'm
shit in there. So
saying.
fuck is she talking about?
Yeah, you know that's conscious community shit. You know what I'm
I
saying? You
bet you
talk
she got a whole bunch of dove shit and
That's
she
what I'm
on
saying. That's
and
what,
she got
she got
Maori
Irish
in there.
Spring up in that shit and all that.
Oh, oh, hell yeah.
But how you cleaning your clothes, dog?
with
Hmm.
the Tide Pods.
That's something that she would have just backed up a little bit.
Well, I mean, like I said, the motherfuckers just come in here hot. Like instead of just trying to, even if you want to like that's why like one thing I say
Read the
about general.
room.
That's
Read
one.
the room.
Yeah, but that's one thing I say about general. General, he gonna switch the subject into that type shit, but he know how to do it. Like he not gonna just come in hot and just you know what I'm saying? He gonna agree with you and conversate
Yeah,
on
he
it a little
wouldn't
bit.
disrespect the conversation that was
Yeah,
going on for sure.
he
I
gonna
respect
definitely
that about
turn.
him.
He gonna definitely turn the steering wheel. But
Walk with me,
at
God.
least,
Walk with me.
yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? After giving you 5 minutes of agreeing with you, he gonna walk with me, God. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes spin it. But
Well, first of all, Eddie, he gonna listen to the conversation, and
ex-
if it ain't what he like or he talk about, he gone.
well, even if it is, even if regardless to whatever, if he could spin it, I think any conversation you gotta understand the conscious community, they can spin anything into that type of conversation. To be real with you, any topic, I don't care what you talk about. You talk about sports, he gonna bring up all this other shit. You talk about entertainment, he gonna bring up dresses. You talk about health, he gonna bring up the government, this, that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. So that's the type of shit they be on. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that. All the people that's part of the conscious community, the super conscious community, they get like that. They wanna like kind of like what Dave was just saying. They kind of want to just I got more knowledge and I know this and it's like come on, dog.
I look at it as fake conscious because someone who's really conscious is going to respect the next person because they understand they got knowledge. They got something you may not have. So they just come in and, oh, is this what we doing? We trying to learn. Like, come on, miss. You probably just walked out of a room where they was talking about booty and shit like that. You want to come in
Hold on,
here?
hold on. You mad conscious on your iPhone? That's crazy.
Yeah, go get you a typewriter then, Miss Conscious. Go do some
Now
Morse
you
code or some
being
shit.
picky.
Go get you one of them roller
Typewriter is
phones.
crazy.
Go get you one of them phones. Get off the iPhone. Go roll the phone.
Mad conscious on your iPhone. Fuck out of here.
Write me a telegram or something, Shawty.
Yeah, but that's dope though. Procter and Gamble. Mm,
But other companies is like that. I know Johnson Johnson got a lot of shit. They not just vaccines and baby powder. They got hella shit.
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that when you start breaking down that list, they have a 12-minute video of all the brands that Procter and Gamble got. 12-minute video. That's crazy.
Damn.
And that's crazy because it's just like everything that they got is I guess the key is marketing, right? Because everything they got is household products that you use on a daily basis. It's like, how was you convinced that this is the best shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, how was you convinced that Lysol is any better than the cheap shit? You know what I mean? Because like he just said, we sold the same exact Ivory soap. We just put it in a box.
They got some of the best presentation. Like they packaging, that should pop off the shelf. When you see the
Yeah.
Lysol versus like the regular name brand spray.
Yep. Yep. I know what you mean. That's why I'm saying the marketing they learned that's that's pretty much what the video was saying. That's how they got big off of realizing the marketing was more important than the product. They said they sold 400 times the amount for the same price. All they did was added a box. That's it.
Damn.
That's kind of the same reason why people will spend more money on a Lexus over Toyota. They're the same car, but that marketing has made you feel like you luxurious. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I can't cap. My first car was a Lexus. I thought I was that nigga, and people looked at me like I was that nigga. That marketing.
This nigga. No, no, no.
The Monique interview came out already?
I don't know about that.
Oh nah, I don't think so. Shay Shay. Okay, yeah, it's just clips. Oh wait, yeah, it did come out. Where's that? Let me find out. Let me find out he had that shit on Patreon.
Uh-oh.
I see clips, but I don't see. Let me see. Or is these even real clips? Oh no, these ain't clips. Never mind. It's the word CMB. Wake up, wake up.
Yes, sir. Trying to see if I can find some shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm over here working too. Do some shit.
All right, I think I got something for you. You can play something for me, Ed?
Yeah.
Street Trapper. Trying to push my ego to the side and go back and listen to this nigga again. You know what I'm saying? Been trying to work on that. I've been going, putting it away, like going to EYL, putting the, trying to, just focus on the main thing. But
What you mean?
um, like I be seeing the marketing strategies, and you know what I'm saying, like.
it's like, damn. So my man is offering
You do your
Wall Street Trapper is offering a options course. Like, yo, that's dangerous, bro. Like,
I don't. I ain't gonna lie, Stu. I think there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't promote it like as if it's the thing to do.
well, what it is, as I'm watching the show, it's like you missing out type shit.
See,
He
all
put
right. So, all right.
the
When you promote
FOMO
it
type
like
shit.
that's when it get nasty. If you promote
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
it's the thing to do. If you promoting it like I'm trying to. I just want people to know there's other options out there.
Right. No, 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 no.
That
Yeah. It's yeah, man. We hit for 100K today, baby. Yeah.
oh yeah,
That man.
yeah,
That's why I say I'm trying to focus on the focus, bro.
yeah. That's a nasty lane right there because ultimately that is literally gambling, dog. That shit is gambling at its finest.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments. People like, yeah, I'm trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just
Stu, I feel like after long enough, these dudes look at it and they're like, I'm losing out on money if I don't make money off these fans. And that's just where it comes to, man. Whether it's they selling courses or selling something, they gonna
yeah,
get some money off these viewers now.
Selling the course is one thing, but baiting them in by telling them you want like, yo, look, this is you know what I'm saying? That like only when it comes to the options, bro, game.
yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
scary.
nasty. It's nasty, but we're easily impressionable, especially with this stock shit, because a lot of us don't really know. So we'll take somebody we trust to walk us through it. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, he's gonna tell you all the right shit, but the reality is playing the option game is risky as fucking. You could lose a lot of money playing with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You could put yourself in a big and some man, so that's the thing. Like I don't I feel like it's nothing wrong to teach people like yo, there's other options. You don't gotta just do it this way. There's other ways you can do it too. And explain like, yo, this is the riskiest shit ever. You gotta explain that shit. When you promoting it like, oh, like you said, you missing out on something. That's when it's like, oh, come on, you don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, because it's okay. Options are you betting on the market to go up or you betting on the market to go down. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really own the shares.
You
You
borrowing
are
them.
you are borrowing the shares. So that's a gamble. See now, if you buying shares and just keep buying shares and stockpiling shares, as long as it's a good company, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen the other side where people will tell you to buy these shares and not know what the fuck they're telling you about, and then the stock go down and you stuck with holding the bag because you think it's a good company. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be very careful with the information you receive because most people, what I was gonna say earlier to what you said, Dave, most people sell courses. They sold courses to make the money that they have, not done what they're trying to tell you that they made to make the money that they have. If you get what I'm saying?
They really making
Facts,
they
facts.
really about to make the 100K off of you.
Off of YouTube. They're making money off of subscription base.
Listen, yup.
Like,
Yeah, it's not. They didn't make the money off of the stocks. You get what I'm saying? Because it's hard to make money off of stocks. You got to be invested in the market for a long time to really make long money. And these niggas is telling you dreams, and they just got into the market 5 years ago. You know?
yeah. I see like the dark side of that same kind of ideology. It's like, so there's these, this is where I came up with the theory of that's how they do it. Cause there's these rappers, right? Like say they scam rappers. Like that was a whole wave, rappers rapping about scamming. Like TJX6, this kid Punch Made Dev. It's like a whole genre, scam rapping. So the kids that's looking up to the scam rappers, they go in their DMs, yo, teach me how to scam, teach me how to scam. And they literally will sell their fans fake methods. They'll be like, all right, $50, I'm gonna teach you the Best Buy scam. $100, we're gonna teach you the Cash App scam. So these kids is paying these rappers, and that's really how they making their little bit of money before they blow up, not off actually scamming. So they're out doing this on the internet, like out in the open. No police is coming to stop them because the shit that they're selling them is not actually real. Some crazy shit.
Damn.
And people looking at their fans like dollar signs, man. I was like, oh, I gotta capitalize on these niggas.
And we are so impressionable, bro. We want to learn so bad. As y'all seen that statistics that we brought to the stage about black young people being more invested in the market than white young people. So we want to learn. We willing to spend money. It's just you don't want to get bamboozled at the same time.
Facts. I mean, it's easy. It's always easy. Like it's easy to prey on the weak and the poor. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
ooh, good.
Right. When you want something so bad, you'll take anything.
And you're going in with good intentions. It's not like sometimes you're not even going in there to be rich. You just want to try something new. You know what I'm saying? And shit, shit like that is treacherous. That shit could be treacherous. I mean, you could do good, but that shit could be treacherous as well. You know. But yeah, I played this video. So,
Appreciate that, my brother.
yes, sir.
Breaking news. Breaking news. The appeals court says that Trump cannot claim immunity in the January 6th case.
There it is.
Damn.
And they've given him to Monday to appeal it to the Supreme Court. But the regular appeals court sided with the initial court that said he couldn't do it. So he appealed it. So he has lost that appeal. So, yep, we'll see what's next.
Mm,
Mystery of Donald Trump.
shit.
Where's
Thanks for the breaking news, Miss Lynn.
Oh,
Chico?
he was in here earlier and got the fuck on.
Oh.
He
You,
said, I think he
you
said he in the office this week or some shit.
don't feel this fire?
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Oh man.
Fire, I'm gone.
This is how the wealthy play the game of life. Not in survival mode, but in offense. The moment you can switch from survival mode to offense, the game changes.
If you understand money, you become financially educated, you're willing to talk about it. Well, now you can be financially stable doing whatever you want. And you can follow something you love and still be financially okay, because we assume that you have to have this in order to make money. You have to have this job in order to make good money. You have to have this career if you want to be financially stable. But that's a complete lie.
Being around people that understand the importance of investing in their personal development, investing in their business, investing in teaching them how to run businesses, like being around them made me be like, damn, I gotta invest in myself too. Right? Like, and it's something we take for granted. And being around people who understand that a certain amount of money isn't what you may see, like, that's a lot of money. Somebody like, nah, I may spend that on investing in myself. I may spend it on buying assets. Like, understanding that people who build businesses are different. Those conversations change your life.
You can use your money as a tool. And this is what wealthy people do, because now what do they do with their money? You use your money to buy your time back. Because what so many of us do is we're exchanging our hours for dollars. You go to work every single day and you get paid, but what are wealthy people doing? They're not working just to use their money as a way to buy hours. They're using the money to buy their time back.
Yes.
Because now you can build things and build processes and invest your money, because now you can use your money as a tool instead of as a fool. But you got no savings, you got no investments, you're doing something wrong. Your priorities
Use their money to do what? Anybody catch that?
By the time.
God damn. We out here spending our money and they're spending their money for their time to get their time back. You see the difference in the mindset? Like they know that my money is more valuable to put to an asset that's gonna give me freedom and my kids freedom than go buy these $225 pair of Jordans.
That's a fact. That's the shit Chico be talking about when we was talking to Buddy about paying to fix shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Appreciate that, my brother.
And this is what wealthy people do, because now what do they do with their money? You use your money to buy your time back. Because what so many of us do is we're exchanging our hours for dollars. You go to work every single day and you get paid, but what are wealthy people doing? They're not working just to use their money as a way to buy hours. They're using the money to buy their time back.
Yes.
Because now you can build things and build processes and invest your money, because now you can use your money as a tool instead of as a fool. But you got no savings, you got no investments, you're doing something wrong. Your priorities are in the wrong place. What are you doing? You're making Gucci rich, you're making Louis Vuitton rich, you're making all these companies rich, but you're keeping yourself broke.
Follow your passion, follow your passion. I think it should be follow your purpose. Everybody should at least once in their life go all in on something. Something that you just believe in. That's living to me. Because for me, I don't need motivation. Because when I look at my life, my motivation is saying I'll never go back to that again. Right. My motivation is saying that I have a daughter that I never want her to experience that life. Right? So getting up every day knowing that I can change my family, knowing that we are now in a time where we've never had the opportunity like we have now. And if I don't take advantage of that opportunity, when it's time for me to go, I'm gonna feel real messed up all day.
We're never given any sort of financial education. So what ends up happening for the majority of people is you end up just being a pawn in the system. Because guess what? Corporations are going to get you to spend. And they hire some of the smartest people in the world to get you to borrow more money, to create programs to entice you to borrow more money. Again, this doesn't make them necessarily evil. This is just the way the system works. The system is fueled by spending. What we don't have, the problem is we don't have the education to then tell us when we should spend and when we shouldn't spend. This is what it is. It's like gravity. It's happening around us. Do you want to fight gravity or understand gravity? Because when you understand it, now you can take advantage of the system too. Because now when you understand this, well, you can own a piece of the system as an investor. And now you can benefit from the way the system works. Because now if we take one step back from this and we go just a little bit more higher level, guess what? Our entire financial system is reliant on this. I released a video talking about how inflation is making the majority of people poorer and they never see it happen. You put your money in the bank, you're losing 2% of your savings value every single year. It might not seem like a lot of money in 1 year, but over the course of your career, you are losing a lot of money by just saving your money in the bank, which is why inflation keeps so many people poor. Inflation comes from the word inflate. What do you inflate when you have inflation? You are inflating the monetary supply. You're inflating money. So the Federal Reserve Bank is the central bank of the United States. While they're called the Federal Reserve Bank, they're not federal. It's not a federal entity. It says so on their website. They're not a reserve because they don't keep any cash reserves anywhere. And they're not a bank. You and I can't go there to deposit money. So what do? They control and oversee our money system in the United States. And one of the things that they're able to do is influence how much money is out there. They can print money and they can take money away. Well, when you print money, pieces of paper, without producing more wealth, what happens? The value of each individual dollar goes down. Because you can't just produce more wealth, you can't print more wealth, but you can print money. And so this money, this pieces of paper, then loses value. And we've been seeing this happen for a long time. Whenever you print more money, the value of each individual dollar goes down, which then in effect causes the price of things to go up. That's why $100 today cannot buy you what $100 could 20 years ago, and that's why $100 today can't buy you what $100 could 100 years ago. But what does that mean when we go back to the topic of, the system that we were just talking about? Well, inflation the whole purpose of it, because the Federal Reserve Bank doesn't want 0% inflation. If you listen to anything that they say that they have a target of 2% inflation. But why 2%? Why this random number? Why not 0%? Why do we want any inflation? Well, because it's their way of growing this system. See, inflation disproportionately benefits the financially educated and the wealthy, and inflation disproportionately hurts the financially uneducated and the poor. Because when you don't understand inflation, well, you're the one that's paying the price. If you leave your money in the bank and your bank is paying you 0.1% a year in interest, while inflation is 5, 6, 7% a year, you're losing value in the bank. Your savings are slowly losing value each and every day because you're saving your money. Now, this doesn't mean you shouldn't save any money. This means you have to know how to save your money strategically. That means save your money for an emergency, save your money for an investment, or save your money for a big purchase. But then beyond that, why are you putting cash aside? Well, it should be to invest. But now going back to that question of the system, right? What does inflation do? It grows the economic system. It encourages more spending, more dollars out there. And so who does that benefit? It benefits the economy. It benefits the investors who own a piece of the system, but it hurts the people. Because if you don't understand this, what happens? Oh, maybe you got a raise because of inflation. Great. People spend more money. Great. But now you're poorer today than you were a few years ago, even though it might look like you have the same bank balance, even though you might have gotten a raise because the prices of everything around you have gone up faster than your income. And that's why today you have people struggling more than they were 50 years ago. 50 years ago, in 1970 or early 1970s, you'd have one person going to work, the man of the house. And they would have one income. And the one income would allow a family to survive comfortably, have a nice home, have a nice car, and have a nice vacation. Today, you have the majority of households are two-income households, and people are struggling to buy homes. People are struggling to afford a car. People are struggling to have any sort of freedom to go on a vacation or really do anything, even though we have two-income households today as opposed to one-income households in the 1970s. So what's the difference? The value of the dollar is dropping. This grows the system. This benefits people who understand the system, the investors, the financially educated, but it comes at a price. And the price is at the expense of regular people.
I realized how powerful it was for me to, one, become economically powerful in my mind. Because the thing about investing, especially in stocks, is that piece of ownership of everything that I use now makes me say, well, if I own that Apple, God, I don't care about buying an Apple phone. If I'm gonna wear Levi's and I'm gonna wear Timberlands, if I can own VFC Corp, then I own the stuff that I'm buying. I'm okay with that. That subtle shift in my mindset changed everything for me. Because now I was after just owning everything that I consume. In the beginning, that was my introduction to the game. Let me just own everything I consume and then I'll feel okay. And then one dope thing happened to me. In 2010, this after I'm home from prison now, right? I'm home from prison. I'm back in the streets hustling. Because even though I have the information, I don't have the money, right? And I'm like, well, shit, I gotta get the money. My door gets kicked in 2010. They get 8 pounds of weed, $10,000. Yeah, by the cops. 8 pounds of weed, $10,000, a 223, a 40 with extended clip and a beam, and 100 X pills. So the cop tells me, you ain't learned your lesson. You ain't learned your lesson. And I was like, damn, that was some dumb shit, right? I got knowledge, I got information, but I still fell victim to the same shit that everybody around me knew. So therefore, the knowledge that I had wasn't powerful because it wasn't applied. So I was fortunate, God bless me. I wound up getting found out guilty because it's called fruit of a poisonous tree. So they kicked in my door, but they didn't have probable cause because they stopped me in my truck, didn't find nothing on me. So they went to my house, kicked the door in with no search warrant. So now everything you find is null and void. That's purpose, man, because that's not supposed to happen, right? I'm thankful for that all the time. And then, but that put me in a situation because now, even though it cost me $60,000 to beat that charge, I don't have no money. So now I get into the robbing game. So now I start robbing dope dealers, right? Because a OG told me that a person who works a job every day, they not a part of this game. So they not fair game. You don't mess with them. But somebody who sells a nickel bag, you fair game. A shark don't care if it's a tuna or whatever. If you in the ocean swimming, you fair game. And so I started robbing dope dealers at the time because I was like, yo, if you can't call the police. If you want to see me, I'm with it. And I got in a situation where I was good at it. Me and my partner, God bless his soul. And then one day I almost got killed. And I go to my partner and I say, bro, I'm out. Like it's a done deal. But when they kicked my door in, something happened. So they took my truck, they took my money, but they didn't mess with my stock account. It didn't freeze, it didn't. I said, hold up. They don't think I'm smart enough for this. In the book 48 Laws of Power, it says, never underestimate your opponent. And at that point, I realized that America underestimates us. And it's from a class issue because we've never said we're capable of doing this. It's a game we just didn't play. So I said, okay, God, what do you want me to do? All I know how to do is be a hustler. And the voice from 1999 comes in my head and says, you're just playing the wrong game. Like, all right, cool. So I went to tell my homies, like, yo, check this out. Instead of us just blowing the money, we gonna wear the Fendi anyway. We gonna wear it anyway. Let's just own that shit too. Like, let's play the game both ways. So my homies really wasn't getting it. So I had to say, all right, yo, like, the education, the knowledge is the fertilizer to your wealth, right? So as the education and as the knowledge changes, so does the compensation change. Because now I can have conversations about different things. So I really just locked in on it. And I started teaching my homies, and I was like, all right, how do I make it realistic to them? How do I make them tap into it? So the second thing was like, yo, check this out. None of us can beat the game. Everybody I knew had the same problem. Nobody had a solution. How do I now stop looking like the problem and start representing a solution, right? So I can't talk to everybody, but I can talk to street dudes. Like, I can talk to them. So I'm like, yo, check this out. If you go do a bid, which is gonna happen, what do you come home to? Like, you gotta get back in the streets. You gotta get it out the mud again. So if you had money invested for you, when you come home, you got money. You don't gotta ask nobody for no handout. What if you go do a bid and what you've made the sacrifices, you took the chances, what do your family have? Like, so let's start thinking bigger picture now. What happens if you get killed in the street? Because most of us either go to jail or we get killed. What do you leave your kids?
Wealth is mindset before it hits your bank account. And when it comes to the differences between the rich and the poor, it doesn't start with how much money you make. It doesn't start with what degree you have. It doesn't start with who your parents are. It doesn't start with what background you have. It starts with what mindset you have. And this is really the root of wealth. We're all given 24 hours in a day. So the difference between somebody who becomes successful versus somebody who does not is now what input you put in those 24 hours. If you're spending your time on Netflix, if you're spending your time playing video games, if you're spending all of your time doing things that don't add any value financially to your life, well, if you compare that to somebody who's now working, who's now learning, who's investing in the education, you're going to see two completely different outputs. Wealthy people spend their money to earn more money. The majority of everyone else spend their money to buy things, which makes everybody else around them rich. You have to understand that this is just what the system is. Lenders are in the business of lending money, period. They make money when they lend money. So it is in their best interest to lend you more money. A salesperson is in the business of selling something. It's in their best interest to sell you something bigger, sell you something more, because they're on commission. The more they sell, the more money they make, period. And so now when you understand this way of thinking, you're going to start changing the way you start looking at things. What is a corporation's best interest? A corporation's best interest isn't for you to keep your money in your pocket and invest your money and be financially smart. A corporation's best interest is to now get you to open up your wallet and buy their stuff, because that's how they make money. Does that make them evil? Well, I'll let you decide. I think, look, you don't need to decide an emotion. It just is what it is, because once you understand this, you're just going to look at the world very differently. Because when you understand the way the system works, now you can say, in the business of selling me something, a bank's in the business of lending me something, a salesperson's in the business of getting me to buy something bigger. What do you need? I need the financial education to know what I can buy. Because guess what? We all need things. And when you have money, you don't feel so bad about spending money because you know how to control it. Now I can go to a corporation and buy the things that I want, that I like, and have a great experience, because I can. I can go out and know when I should borrow money. Maybe I borrow money to buy other assets. You borrow money to buy rental properties. I borrow money to grow a business. Maybe I go to a salesperson and I have them sell my things for me. Now you start thinking about things very differently because you understand the way the system works. Best return that I got on my investment isn't the real estate investments that I made, even though those have made me great returns. It's not the stock market investments that I made, even though they made me great returns. It's not the startup investments that I made. It's the investments that I made in myself. Because for me, the investments that I put into my own financial education have paid off many, 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 many times over, and you can't see those returns anywhere else. They say that the best investment you can make is in you. And for me, that was first by reading books. When I started my financial education journey, YouTube didn't have this level of financial education out there, or just general business education or whatever. So I started by reading books. Now, you don't even have to pay the price to get a book. Just go watch as many YouTube videos as possible about financial education, starting a business, about increasing your income, about investing, anything related to financial education. Go start watching YouTube videos. You don't have to watch my channel. If you don't like it, watch whoever you want. I'd rather see you successful than anything else. So go watch as many videos as you can. You have a ton of videos as well. Once you start watching videos and you absorb yourself into this, now you might want something a little bit deeper, something a little bit more comprehensive. And this is where then start reading books. I would recommend that you go out and start by reading 25 books in financial education and read them. Find the top 5 books in money management and investing, the top 5 books in starting a business, the top 5 books in scaling a business, the top 5 books in managing a business, and the top 5 books of entrepreneur biographies. And it doesn't matter which ones you pick, find the ones with the highest ratings, the highest reviews, and just read them. This is going to cost you less than $500. But when you do that, you're going to be able to get an MBA level education without paying the price of an MBA. And you're going to look at the world, your money, and the way you use your money completely differently once you finish these books.
So I said the key to building wealth is not how much you can work. You can't work your way to wealth. You got to invest your way to. And all wealthy people, black, white, Asian, Chinese, they own a whole bunch of shit. The people who aren't wealthy is because they don't own nothing. You only have your money sitting in cash. If your money is just sitting in cash, realistically, you're becoming poorer every day. Some people actually fear success. Success comes with a lot, right? But until you can overcome that average reality that you live in, no matter what you're on, once you become comfortable there, it becomes average. Anyone can live in average. Everyone can live in mediocrity, right? Then there's those outliers who consistently push themselves to go to the next level. Knowledge is what gives us leverage in life. It's not about how strong you are. It's about what you can learn. And then how can you actively apply that? The more money they print, the more money that money loses value. It's the reason why the bank wants you to have your money there, so they can take it and use it and invest it so much and be like, hey, it's just sitting, I'm gonna give you 50 cents on whatever you had in there. Right. And so the idea of ownership was, we can just start owning everything that no matter if it's just a stock. Like, that's powerful, because if you can start owning the businesses that you now consume every day, you turn a one-time transaction to a lifetime of profit. And that was major for me, because if I go to the store and buy a pair of Nikes, that's a one-time transaction. In order for me to get something from them again, I gotta come back and buy another pair of Nikes. But if I own the Nike stock, long as I own it, it's a profitable vehicle for me. So that one-time transaction can become a lifetime of profit if I own that business. If I'm gonna buy Apple, if I know I'm an Apple user, if I know I got the phone, I got the AirPods, I got the MacBook, I got the PC, I'm excited when Apple's about to drop something, why wouldn't I own it? So he said, wealthy people stop trading time for money. They start making their money work for them, and they give value to as much value to people as they can. The caveat, I mean, we got a little deeper into that. He said, the reason why you give people so much value is because if you give them so much value, they'll never leave you and they'll always be there for you, and you will never need for anything as long as you give value to people. Wealthy people, first they get into stocks, then they start a business, and then they get real estate. As long as you believe in it, like you said, the only belief that matters is, what do you believe you can do? I personally believe that there is nothing I cannot do. And for me, it's all about impact, purpose, fulfillment. Like, the money is a byproduct of everything else. That isn't my focus. My focus is I have a knowledge and information that I know that can change lives. Not just one life, not just like lives. And so the way that you change lives is by consistently learning, finding new ways to put that information out there, being able to open up, being able to be vulnerable, because people need to connect. So like, just coming up in the streets, you only see the game from the lowest level. And you look at everybody else in part admiration and part like jealousy, because you see it and you're like, damn, I'll never get there. Right? And so the only way that I think I can get that is through sports or hustling. That's it. That's the only, or rapping. Those are the only three options that you have. And so you make a decision on which way you want to go. Right? And so you look at it from like, damn. And so me, I'm at the time like, man, I can't rap. Damn sure I can't play sports. So hustling is what I got. You limit yourself, and nobody comes along and teaches you anything different. The reason why people think wealthy people or people with money are sinister is because that's what you kind of taught in the hood. Like, you kind of taught like the people who really have money, like they did some wicked shit to get it. They did some backstab and cutthroat shit to get it, and you'll never get that, right? And so that same mentality now happens on a lower level, right? The hustling, the dope dealing. So now you think like, yo, I gotta just do sinister shit to get money. And then the people who are successful in the drug game, they're looking at the people at the top like, damn, I wanna be that. But the people at the bottom will never get a taste of that. And so now we just kind of living off ambition. And so now the people who are in the middle who working, they're like, oh, them people with money, they all crooks. Because being at the bottom teaches you to envy people at the top. It just happens. It's something that brews down there, right? It's kind of like you cook. I don't know if you had gumbo before, right? But it's kind of when you cook food, right, the base goes to the bottom. And so most people live in that bottom, never knowing how they'll get up there. No one now believes that it's possible. Once you keep passing that down, you start accepting the lower level. And then there's a few of us, or a few people who say, nah, I'm an outlier, yo, like, I'm about to go for it. And then whatever happens, I'm with that shit. You feel me? So for me, again, one of the greatest things that happened to me was my mother telling me like, the world is wrong and you gotta get this shit how you live. But I also saw my grandmother be a legal entrepreneur. So I saw it from both worlds. The greatest thing that ever happened to me was going to prison, because I was able to sit down and mature in that environment. Whereas had I been in the world, I'm not saying I wouldn't still be this, but the path would have been completely different.
If you understand the system, you can use it to your advantage. If you don't understand the system, it is going to screw you over many, many, many times.
When you say manipulate the money, they literally just make more of it.
Right.
Magically.
Literally. And this is where the rich will become richer, the poor will become poorer, and the middle class will get wiped out. And the reason why is because some people, rich people, will understand money and they will continue teaching the kids. And everybody else, the majority of people who have no idea what's happening, will continue to become poorer because they don't even see it happen. As the value of the dollars drop, what happens? For regular people, your salary doesn't stretch as far. Your savings don't buy you as much. And so you're effectively becoming poorer each and every day, because for most of us, we're taught to save our money. That's what I was told to do growing up. That traditional Indian house is save, save, save. And so I was told to save my money, and your savings are becoming less valuable each and every day. Well, what wealthy people do is they're not storing cash, they're buying assets. So your investments are zero, and your savings, you're trying to grow that, thinking that you're gonna become wealthy. But you're never gonna be able to outsave inflation. Your savings are literally making you poorer each and every day. However, you don't want to just not save any money. You got to be strategic with it. What I like to say is there are 3 reasons why you should be saving money. You save money for an emergency, have somewhere between 3 to 12 months worth of expenses, depending on your risk tolerance. Save money for a big purchase. You want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, you need some cash to do that. Save money for an investment. If you're not saving money for one of these 3 reasons, you are saving your money the wrong way, and it's making you poorer each and every day.
What are the things, the habits that keep people poor?
Wow. Well, the first one really has to do with understanding money, because unless you understand what money is, none of the other habits really matter, because at its core, what is money? And when you ask people that, you might say it's a $100 bill, a $50 bill, that's what money is. But what is that money? Because that money that we have today is different than what money was 60 years ago. The money that we call money today is currency. It's really just pieces of paper. And when you understand that, it's going to change what you do with the money. And the reason why I'm saying that is because my family's from India, a state in India called Punjab. And over there, it's a very traditional thing that when you earn this paper dollars, many people will convert this cash into gold, because they understand that these paper dollars lose value and it's just paper. So they want to convert it to something real, something tangible, so they will go out and buy gold with it. You have the government and the Fed. The government spends money. Now, where do they get their money? Well, they get their money from taxpayers, people like you, me, people watching this video, through tax dollars.
Now, can we hammer that for a second?
Sure.
The government does not make money. The government takes money from people who are making money.
Right.
Now, that's not necessarily bad, because they provide a lot of amazing things, but they're not necessarily efficient with their dollars.
You have to understand what someone's role is. If you are a company, right, you have a company, your job is to make a profit, because if you don't have a profit, you're not going to be in business unless you have some other stream of, venture capital debt or something. But if you don't have a profit, you can't continue operating. And so your job is to be as efficient as possible as a company. The government can actually be benefited by being inefficient, because what is the government's job? You have to understand what is their role. If their goal is to create jobs, well, then you can be as inefficient as you want, and you can achieve that goal. Because if I'm the government, I just want to create as many jobs as possible, I can pay people to pick up this mug and put it from the left hand to right hand. I just created a job. You're employed, you have an income, but you're not producing anything of value. And this is where you have to understand, okay, what is that purpose? And so now, if we get away from the politics for a second, the government now spends money. They get money from taxpayers because the government is not a for-profit entity. They don't create a product and sell it or create something and sell it for a profit. Instead, people make money, and then the government taxes your income. Now, just like anybody else, there's checks and balances. If the government has $1 million, they can only spend $1 million, you would think. But that's not how it works. So the government has $1 million, and what's happening now is they're going to spend significantly more than $1 million. Now, if you have a certain amount of income and you spend more than that, what do? Well, you're going to have to subsidize or find that extra cash somewhere. And in the government's case, what they can do is they can go out and look for a loan. It's called a treasury bond. For as long as anyone can remember, have been considered the safest investment anybody can make. Well, what it is you're literally loaning money to the government. But what happens now if there's not enough people out there to loan money to the government? If the government wants trillions and trillions of dollars, if there's not enough people out there to loan that money to the government and they keep wanting to spend more money, you still got to make up this cost.
Like Warren Buffett didn't become Warren Buffett until 20 years, 30 years in. So you got to figure out who you are as a person, who you are as an investor, that take you to that next level.
Money is one part of our lives, and the reason why people are scared to talk about it is because we're insecure about it, and that's because we don't understand how money plays a part in our lives. It's one aspect. I say that there's 4. You have to be physically healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, and then financially healthy. If you're not financially healthy, well, it can make everything else much more miserable because you can't pay your bills. But if you're financially healthy, you're rich, but you have nothing else, more money just makes you more miserable. So you need to live a holistic life and understand how money plays a part in your life. That way, the finances can have the biggest power. And then you understand that more money just amplifies who you are. It's like fire. It's like fuel. It fuels your fire. If you're a good person and you have more money, you have a tool to do more good. If you're a bad person, you have more money, you have a tool to do more bad.
So financial independence is saying, I now can make money for myself. I don't got to worry about my job. I don't got to worry about none of that. I can create the cash flow that comes into my house. Financial freedom says money is no longer even an issue. Big difference. Because even someone who can create money for themselves still doesn't have freedom all the time.
Right.
You can be an entrepreneur and be a slave to the business.
You build yourself a job.
You build yourself a job.
Yeah.
Right? But financial freedom says your money is not even an issue no more.
Right.
And that don't even have to be a lot.
Make your life better.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be now just buying a whole bunch of Gucci and Louis Vuitton. It's now actually improving your life. So the simplest example would be you start a YouTube channel. We talked about buying a camera. Well, one thing that you could do is you can hire a video editor. You know, you go on a freelance site, hire a freelance video editor, and now what are you doing? You can spend more time making more videos instead of spending all of your time editing the content. So you can focus on your time. You can hire someone to mow the lawn. You bought your time back. You can hire somebody to help get you your groceries. You buy your time back. It costs money. You have to spend money in order to do that. But you're getting something in an exchange. And now you're buying your time back so you can use your money as a tool. And you can use your money as a tool to buy your time back, or you can use your money as a tool to make you and attract you more money. That's what wealthy people do. And so you want to be able to use money in that way.
Again, class of people are used to life dictating them. Man, what's up? How you feeling, man? I'm making it, man. Well, you ask somebody, well, what's up, man? Just closed out on a deal. You know, got a couple business meetings. Like, I love attacking life. And it don't always have to be going the way you want. As long as you attacking it. Every day I get up saying, yo, I got an opportunity to go attack. Right? I got an opportunity to change something. To make sure, turn my last name into an asset. Right? Turn my last name into an asset.
That's cool.
Like, own my 24 hours. That's the goal. Like, the person who can own their 24 hours can create freedom.
There's nothing wrong with spending money. There's nothing wrong with having luxuries. There's nothing wrong with having the nice things.
Yes.
But it's a matter of when can you actually afford it. You have to know when the right time is for you to have it, because you want to first make yourself rich, and then, hey, below, if you can afford it, do whatever you want.
Yes, sir. There it is.
Appreciate that, my brother. That was fire. That is a lot of shit to intake, man.
Mm-hmm. Sir. It's a fact.
Yeah, but he pretty much they broke down like why you should not be saving your money, why you should be investing your money, and what that would do for you and your kids and your future generations. That's why this information that we're learning is legendary, because a lot of people don't get this information until they 401k is out the way.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to my boy Dame Dash, man. He talk about that shit all the time, man. My money is always invested.
Yep.
Do you guys follow Wall Street Trapper?
Yeah, I have talking to him personally, like not face to face, but Instagram. I was following, me and him was talking back in like 2017. Um, but yeah, so I know his journey. You know what I'm saying? Dope as hell. Dope as hell.
You invest, Harvey?
I do.
What kind of investments you into, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, right now I'm playing around with energy.
Okay. So you talking about stocks, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, what's some good energy stocks?
Well, what kind of energy you looking into?
Shit, let's go solar.
I think that people are like really high strung on solar, and they really see when you say solar, that's just like kind of really broad. So if you're saying photovoltaic or you're saying anything other industry words, then you know what you're talking about. So I can't just say a solar stock, but if you say something specific, that's just kind of how it is. Um, but energy, I'm thinking about stuff like batteries. When it comes to, uh, we have the emerging industry right now when it comes to all of these smart vehicles. So I'm thinking about like if this infrastructure is going to be something that's going to be huge, we're not paying attention to it. Number one, and we normally in our community we don't pay attention to stuff like this. So like electrifying America is my focus right now. Um, so
So
like
you
things
looking
like
at lithium?
like DCFC, tritium, stuff like that.
Okay, that's dope. Gotta look into that.
So what's your thought? What's your thoughts on the whole AI craze going on right now?
Me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-mm.
Like
Mm-mm.
getting the video AMD.
Mm-mm. You ain't gonna get me in that,
Huh?
bruh. Like honestly, like I don't think there's nothing more authentic than us. And when you look at innovation, we have been the most innovative persons, people, thinkers, whatever on this planet. Like if you think about people like Elijah McCoy, this dude, nobody talks about this guy, but everybody rides the train. Like we don't like intellect. We do not like intellect because it's been poured on us so long. Like these kind of conversations are great, but we got to fight the big battle. Like, what are we really talking about? Um, AI. I don't see this thing as a threat. Number one, but I'm not really paying attention to it because we're so innovative. Like, I don't see it as a problem. I wouldn't utilize it as in trying to be creative because I'm extremely creative. So I don't see it as something that's like a tool that's going to advance something for me per se. But I know for lazy people, it's going to.
Okay. Okay.
Like to the point of McCoy, right? The whole rail industry, this dude pretty much improved from the servicing of oil to a train system, just the railing, to the communications in the train, to the coupling of the train, to how the steam was produced in the train, to how the furnace worked. This dude pretty much made the train. But these are things that we don't talk about, and I'm glad that this room is like this because yeah, we talk about investments and all that. But do we invest the time in the investor? Like this dude made phenomenal investments. We don't even talk about this guy. We don't even know from this point who's the heir to his empire. Does he even still have an empire? So it's great. We're going to build these empires, but who does it go to next? And how do we keep this understanding that our intelligence is superior in the mainstream?
Yeah, that's real, my brother. Black excellence in the mainstream. Only when it comes to sports and shit like that.
Yeah, that's black. That's when they call it black excellence. But when we talking about black intellects, right? Octavia Butler and several other individuals that are geniuses when it came to literary geniuses. But we only talk this way when it comes to bread. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, we got work to do.
But back to stocks. Eli Lilly is another one that's Trap talks about that all the time. It's pretty expensive, but I think that holding on to one of those is pretty smart. And definitely getting you an alphabet is definitely smart. And if you don't know what alphabet is, Google. No, it is Google, not Google it. It's Google.
YouTube, all that. Yep.
You think YouTube is a viable stock?
No, Google owns you. I was
No,
saying.
no, no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about owning the stock Alphabet.
Hell yeah. Especially after they got the NFL licensing deal. Come on, my man. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
YouTube got the NFL license. They stream it on YouTube.
Merry Christmas. Wow.
Yeah, you ain't know that.
I'm not a TV person, sir.
I'm a YouTuber. But hey, they'll tell you I don't watch TVs, I don't watch movies. I'm YouTube University, and look how goddamn the NFL came and intruded my life with that.
You see that? You can't do. You can't keep a good dog down. Jeez, man.
We got
And
a we got a we got a guy on here who got his own like TV service, and he been willing to give it to me for free for 3 years, but I don't want it because I don't scroll the TV like that. You know what I'm saying? I try to remain on things that I need to do or stuff like that because you can get lost in that television, man.
that's a very heavy, heavy, heavy deterrent. Like, it will keep you away from a lot of things because they already understand. Look, TV was designed to tell you to trust somebody that you don't even know. You get the same broadcaster on every single day. You grow a relationship with this person subconsciously. They know what they're
Yeah, like
doing.
like Free and AJ does
Right.
on BET. We that became a whole, that was like our afternoon after we get home, we going to watch Free and AJ. Come to find out AJ was a fraud. His dreads wasn't even real. Did
Yo,
you know that?
bruh, when I was in a group home, man, it was a kid. Yo, this dude went off to college. He went off to college. He had a hot top. When he came back, dude had dreads. I'm like, bruh, it's no way that you went to college, you came back a month later, and you got dreads that long. How is yo the first dude? This is in the '90s. Like, the first time I ever saw somebody get a freaking. I'm like, bro, you got a man weave? Come on, man.
That's how dangerous the TV is, man.
But here in New York, it was, ABC 7 is the news broadcaster, and I remember in the '80s, like, each news station would like implement these black characters. So Roz Abrams and Bill Ritters and well, Bill Ritter's not white, but it was a Abrams, and they would like do all of these big commercials about Roz Abrams. So you have like this trustworthy element about these individuals. Like, I don't watch TV because I know the psychological element of it. Um, I, I think about pro quo a lot when it comes to television. So even when we're talking about finance, I often think like, what are they? How do they pay attention to what we're paying attention to? right? How does the bigger mass pay attention to what we're paying attention? No matter if we're saving them with the stocks or what have you, how are they paying attention to what we're quantifying about their behavior?
The algorithm.
No, the guy that sets the algorithm.
That's what I'm saying.
So you say you have a YouTube channel, or how does that work?
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel for our radio show right here. We got a YouTube channel.
And you just started this, or how old is it?
Excuse me. Well, we just started a new YouTube page, but we've been doing this for damn near 3 years now. We've been all together for 3 years building Critical Minds building.
Yeah, you answered the question before I even asked it. What's CMB? Critical Minds Building. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. In here, but at the main base, we all got the same goal: is to build a community for us and our kids. You know what I'm saying? We trying to break the mold and do something that's never been done before. So it's gonna be extremely hard, but we willing to do it because we done gained a brotherhood, sisterhood, and a trust with one another. You know what I'm saying?
Anything worth doing is worth doing hard. Les Brown.
Yes, sir.
So the mission.
What you say, Harvey?
The mission.
We got our mission statement on our website.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat, my man.
You could send it direct to me. I'll check it out the chat though.
Yeah, still way to represent. Still, one band, one sound. That's CMB, baby.
Yes,
Critical
sir.
Minds Purpose. Only the best. We are here. Salute to the stage.
Shout out to you, my brother.
And for those that are on here, we are, or I don't know if we still are on YouTube, go over, like the page, comment, please. We're trying to advance the page. We have to be our own progenitors. Our best advertisement is us. Because we
Yes,
believe
sir.
in what we're doing wholeheartedly. No shots thrown.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Appreciate that, Eddie. Been a dope teaching Tuesday.
Yes, sir, for sure. Love I'm here. Definitely rock out with y'all.
But yeah, man, everybody listening, man. If you ain't got no Robinhood account, or you ain't got no Schwab, if you ain't got no TD, Ameritrade, if you ain't got something, please, man, do that for you, your kids, or your nephew, or your auntie, or somebody.
And you have to think about your future. because one day you will cease to exist. Will you leave behind what? A lot of memories? Will you leave a lot of heartache, pain, tears? Or will you leave money, real estate, stocks, bonds, something that gives your kids a chance in this ever-changing world? Insurance policies are nice, but make sure you have a living will when you have them, so that in your untimely demise, you don't have the war of the dollar amongst your family. That at a time that they should be coming together, things like that will bring apart. And I've been a part of it, and I know it all too well. I have been sitting down next month with a lawyer that we're gonna do the living will thing while we're still alive and have substance of mind. I encourage you all to do the same because I have 6 kids, 2 adults, 4 youngers. We're trying to incorporate, like Chico said, before I expand my business of Top Notch Notary and Tax Services, my daughter, she's getting ready to take tax prep for the next tax season, not this tax season, because she has some things that she has to do in school. My son is going to come on board, and I'm going to start with my
Hell
family
yeah,
first before we
Reem.
go
That's what's
outside
up.
the lane.
You know.
That's dope, Kareem.
But see,
It's
here's the
like we
thing.
was like we was talking about with
You got to get them to believe.
the PNG, Procter and Gamble, putting their kids on. You know what I'm saying? Putting their wife on, putting your people on.
There's no racism in the blueprint. If they did it, you can too. You just have to be diligent in your efforts.
And you know what? The main thing is you have to present your kid, your family with a product that is already producing, and you know what I'm saying, that has more than hope. Like for example, the hurdle I run into with my kids, they can't see the vision. But what my mom did to me, oh, she showed me the fucking money.
Mm.
That's why my work ethic and my push and my passion is what it is. I already know what it can do.
I think that even with that, you have to believe beyond everybody else. Even when the buck stops at the family, just like you just said, PB, uh, they still may never see the vision, but you got to be so divided in understanding this vision that, listen, I can break some walls just understanding this, and I got to be concrete on what I understand, and I got to bring you to this understanding slowly, but you'll get here.
That's a fact. And I guess the biggest hurdle with as far as my son, because one of my daughters kind of buying. She spent a lot of time with her grandmother, so she know the marketing side of this type of business. But with my son, it's the physical aspect. I mean, it's physical, but what he don't understand is I got a system. You know what I'm saying? And the system takes away from the physicality of it. I said, I'm 47 years old. You 26. I'll run circles around you, but you lazy
That's the
because
other part about this too. Like,
you were
this is
spoiled your whole life. That's what it was.
yeah, right. This the illest part about this, that isn't some of this stuff you can't even stop and take time for certain people. Like, I gotta I gotta let you stay right there. I gotta walk past you and hope that you see that it really works, because it'll kill you. It'll take everything out of you, and then you got to go back and refill. I got to go to this place in my repository, refill, and be able to complete my mission, because I spent time pouring into you that took energy away from me. So it is, when you learn this part, love is absolutely a sacrifice. Boy, oh boy.
And brother, I coincide with what you said because, like I said, we're incorporating our kids into the business, and even my little ones. They want to find something that they can make their own money because I have a system of earn, not give. Because the world ain't going to give you nothing that you don't earn. So you have to be the trial and error, You have to be the due diligence. And when it's like anything else in life, when people see you doing, then they will understand. As long as you talk about it and there's nothing being seen to be done, it's just words of father. So when you put the action behind your words and you see the fruits of your labor, like they see the business cards. They see me. I'm working on something with put my face on. Daddy, you really got a bit? Yeah, Daddy got a business. Now the belief starts to come in because before, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and when they didn't see nothing, they didn't disrespect to say like, Daddy, where's your business at? Where's your business at? But as I stayed true to the cause, they stayed true to the thought. Excuse me, I got a call.
Hey, Kareem, that means a lot because I didn't see nobody like with their own business. I always seen the worker mentality, but Eddie always bring up his people that seen it, and it's easy for them to just jump on. With the entrepreneurship, we're so trained in to go clock in. We scared to make that leap, or that leap of faith and do your own thing.
Yo, you just hit it right there, Wop. Like, I never saw it. I never saw it. Like, if you want to talk about starting from the bottom, I'm bottom. Like, bottom. Like, I lived in Crackville, USA. So I never saw the entrepreneur, but I believed it. I believed it so. I grew up in an era when Five Boys was in, or how many of them was in Central Park, and they got locked up for rape. Or that's where I came from. But I believed in something so hard that has brought me to this place where now I can benefit or profit off of what I believed in, to seeing myself beyond the scope of what it was. So seeing it is one thing, but seeing yourself as it is a whole other thing. And what it takes to develop and cultivate that individual, oh boy.
Well
We fight
said,
every
my
day.
brother.
We fight every day against a system that is dumbing us down. And the sad part about it is this: if you come from experience where you weren't taught this information, then you'll never know. The number one thing that they say about people, not just black people or any other race of people, is that my people are destroyed for what? A lack of knowledge. You know not, so you do not. Now that changed when you do get the information, you have to apply it. And some of the stuff here that we're trying to do has a more long-term essence to see the beautifulness of it with the beautiful acts and diligence that we're putting together, man, women, amongst each other for one common cause. Will be great for our kids, ourselves, and those generations after because we're putting in the groundwork now so that later on, when we get older or when we leave this place, that there will be something that the kids have, our kids have, to move forward with. Because all you can do with anything in life with people is give them an opportunity. Now, what they do with that opportunity is not on you, it's on them, but you have to prepare for them to succeed because failure can't be an option.
You know what's the most powerful and scariest thing about this room? The sound of the voices. This sound intimidates many. This tenacity that is vibrating out of this room is very intimidating, is intoxicating, and this is scary to many. So, like, really learning how to train our voices and speak in a way that people be okay with, and it's not even changing the way you are. No, I'm learning a different way to deliver the same thing I said before in a package you can hear. Look, they got people dumbing down, or they're watering themselves down, or fancying themselves up, if you get my drift, to be able to talk to people. I'm not gonna be no fancy pants walking around here and acting like I gotta act like this to be okay with you. Because if I start roaring, you're gonna understand. Like, oh, no, that's a lion. That's a lion. But I don't have to roar all the time because when I'm comfortable, it don't sound like a roar. When I'm okay, it sounds like something different, and you might take that and get disadvantaged with it. Oh, you taking my kindness for weakness? That's because I'm talking like this. But I have to give you that opportunity to see who you are. I gotta talk in this mellow, cool tone to get across to you. You see, everybody's changing their capitulation styles to sell what they're selling now, right? People were, for the last 4 years, they were giving away information for free, sounding like real tough. And oh, you don't want this, blah, blah, blah. And look, 2023 came in and broke the whole mold. Now, if nobody wanted to hear it, nobody wanted to hear it. Everybody changed their style of capitulation. Everybody changed their style of delivering the message. Sometimes I'm going to have to stoop down to catch you, but that's not for everybody. Like I said before, I don't got time to be sitting there playing with somebody that's a numbskull and you don't want this, or your feelings are attached to what you have in front of you. I can't take you from that because you are ingrained in your feelings. But me lowering my tone and me understanding how to deliver this message to hit you in a place that you barely gets to visit or see or entertain or talk to, that's my mission. I want to talk to you in a place that's going to shake you in ways you've never been shaken before. So what I'm saying is we have to have a delivery system that's going to be so effective, even when they don't want to hear it, they have no other choice.
That's powerful right there.
Hell yeah, that's deep. You heard that, Goonie?
Talk, boy. I'm over here working. I love it.
Bro, this game is the game is 100% psychological. Why are we not playing this game right? Yeah, money is 10% of the game.
We're distracted. We
We
got the
are
we
distracted
got
because
the Coliseum. We are in the Coliseum effect.
we come on, Bubba. Come on. We in
We
the
are.
mix of it, and you got your shield up, but your sword hanging down. What kind of psychological game you playing here, boy?
Mm.
Battles. This is still a battle, guys. These are only the tools of warfare. We're only talking about the tools of warfare. This is still a battle. The psychological aspects of what we've forgotten about. Yeah, yes, God is no respecter of mind. He's no respecter of intelligence. Here's the thing. He told us to be wise and told us to be aware. And you need to understand how your enemy operates and learn how to operate in a manner that makes your enemy see you as something less than. Look, the 48 laws of power. You can be smart as you want to, but don't let everybody know that.
mm, uh,
Great
um,
jewel right there.
yeah, yeah, hey, your boy, Trap Wall Street Trapper brought that 48 laws of power. So that's I'm just telling, like, we gotta understand that people have read these books and they have done the research to manipulate you if you're not educated enough to see
I just said that, bro.
Shame on you.
Right? You can say shame on you, but uh, come on, man. You got 3 podiums that live in your house. You got your mother, your father, and the TV. Come on. Let's be. I said psychology, guys. We can't just keep on talking. So we got to get psychological now. Now we got to change the whole strategy of warfare. You ever saw Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Getting a little crazy now, right? But he got psychological in a medieval or post-apocalyptic time. How did this guy get so psychological that he won against all these people in a post-apocalyptic time? He went back to what he understood. He went back to the psychological aspects. He went back to using primal understandings.
that's deep.
Well, it used to be the battle for programming of the minds was through the television. But nobody really watches television no more. The TV went from stationary, but now it's on the go. They
That's not
replaced
true. It's right with you. It's right in your pocket. It's called an iPhone or called
the,
an iPad
the,
or they're doing worse now. Have you seen this movie, The Beekeeper? You should see this movie. The depiction of a black woman in this movie, and the movie is nothing about a black woman. Clearly, it seems as if, but it is because they're the beekeepers. They're the keepers of information that's being projected upon you. Now they had this young sister in this movie. Now nothing against Dominican women, but she's a Dominican woman and she portraying a black woman of the daughter of Felicia Rashad. Come on, you got to be better than that. You put this woman in a position, and then her mother gets killed in the movie. Spoiler alert, guys. She's a raging alcoholic, like, so this is what you're telling me as our black female professionals are raging alcoholics? But if you're watching the movie, that part will go way over your head. All of the little details about her lines. Now, it's a star-listed cast, and you got this no-name person in this movie, but it doesn't matter where the television is. The ideas of somebody else are being subjected and projected through every means of media. It's not only television. I call social media television as well, because they got lies that they got to tell. It's everywhere. It's in all of the water.
Well said, because there's definitely a war of your mind. And as you said, the pillars in your home, the mother, the father. Now remember, through social engineering, they cut that time that you spend with your parents around. I'm 45 years old, and I can't remember the last time that my family sat down at a table and had dinner. Used to be something traditional, but now everybody's on the go. Boom, 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 boom. I'm here and we're there. Maybe you can do it for Thanksgiving, I guess. But other than that, the way it's constructed, I got to go to work now. As soon as I get it off, they're going to work. The kids get in from school, they got to either go to activities or they jump on the iPad or on the game system. And we have a whole bunch of people running around doing a whole bunch of different things. The hardest thing to try to do is curb that and find some time to bring your family together. But this is social design, but you have to go against that design.
Now we're getting to where, yeah, it's all becoming clear. I always knew I had the place to be till I was out of there. The mission is to make money. I can make a gajillion dollars. What am I doing with that? Am I making a broadcast station? Am I making something that's going to be helpful to these young people that's coming up, that's seeing these images about themselves that are well wrong? What am I doing with that? Right? Am I buying over Viacom? And am I buying over ABC? And am I talking to freaking Murdoch and saying, yo, Rupert, look, let me get some of that, son? What's the other plan? This dude, he's a German guy, whatever he was, Slavic, whatever. Nikola Tesla, right? You stop this dude from everything that he understood because he was talking about the energy that came from black folk, and he kept on talking about, the dark continent, but he had a plan for everything that he was doing. When it came to the freaking the generator or the dynamo, this dude said, "Yo, I'm gonna revolutionize electricity forever, ever. Your DC is incompetent. I'm gonna change DC and I'm gonna turn it into AC, alternating current. Now, alternating current, what it does, there's a powerhouse, right? A current goes out and it comes right back. When the current comes back, it gets stronger. There's a point to this, all guys. Hold on. The current goes back, it gets stronger. But every time the current goes out and comes back, it gets stronger to go a greater distance. This is like our families. When we have a strong family network, the kids come in, learn great stuff, go out, be great to the world, come back, get more stuff, and can go a greater distance. But we're being blocked from that understanding because we have all these fields around us that teach us the wrong thing. What are we really going to do about that? How do we change the stratosphere of how our young people are seeing themselves in every medium? Because hip hop is the dominating force right now. And if my little girl is being told that the only reason that she's a beautiful girl is because her booty hole is brown, that's not working for me.
And that's why we have to rail against those images and not be the old, get off my lawn, but have some due diligence and respect as people. Because that's the narrative they're trying to generally create for the girls. They're also emasculating the boys at the same time. So we're fighting wars on many different fronts. But the only way we get them back, our kids, if you haven't lost them to the TV and to social media and music, whatever may have you, and entertainment, is that you showed them something else. It was a time that we took pride in being respectful and upright as a people. And this stuff is nothing new. We endured it when we were growing up. Now our kids get it 10 times fold. But you have to be, I have this thing where I don't talk to my kids, I don't talk at my kids, I talk to my kids. It's a difference. The verbiage is a different concept. There's an equal understanding that I'm trying to give you some knowledge of something, but why aren't you getting it? Explain. Well, so how can I help you get it? Instead of you should know, you should be doing, and it works for me. And I have very good kids by the graces of the universe and my parents and the co-parenting of their mother. All that stuff that's so scintillating to a lot of people because they're filling a void. If you, I guarantee you, when you look at this, the young lady that you were speaking about, there's some trauma there that came from a kid, and now it's adult trauma. And this is the way I release it. And guess what? You get so many other people that align with that because they have that same trauma, and that's a safe space to act out and be a harlot to the world for self gratification. But as like I said again, kids don't do what you tell them to do; they do what they see you do. So be the beacon of light for them to show them the way, because that's your job. The word guardian is not just a legalese word. You have to guard them from themselves and teach them when they're wrong. Let them find they're wrong, but they'll give them understanding when to how to correct the mistakes and not make them again, or try to make or minimize them from going forward.
Yo, that's heavy. So as a young person, you were saying something about how you talk to your young person, and you talk to your young people, and I had to learn a lot of stuff. But being that I went to acting school, and I was like really crazy with accents as a kid. I would always turn like tumultuous situations into something like either funny or just catch them off guard. Like, or I'd be talking to them and be talking about homework or something, and just right in the middle of it, I'm talking like, "Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that you have put yourself in this situation again. We can get back to it, but take your time to understand what is going on." And everybody started laughing, like, "Why are you talking like that?" Or something like that. Just making light of the situation, but using humor to break up the monotony of the situation, or just the tension of the situation. Um, and that has been something that I've always used. Like I don't know if everybody has this or anybody has a blueprint on parenting, but it was like, why is this thing becoming so complicated to people? Like, relax, jeez, guys, take your hat off. Um, so when it comes to like parenting to me and just communication as a whole, like I thought it was more of a kind of a business operation. We're producing something that is going out, and if people like it, they'll come back and buy more. In that sense. So when like especially when it comes to like how the kids saw themselves, it was always this real sensitive approach. And knowing that this is a very sensitive time that they grown, we were going through this during the pandemic, and it was very tense, and they're not in school, they're not seeing their friends, and is mom's got the TV on all the time. I'm like, okay, you know what, we got to turn this TV off. We got to turn this TV off because this TV is just not helping. Um, so it was a lot of learning, especially during the pandemic, and it was expansive learning. So everything that we did before the pandemic, like years before the pandemic, came full circle. Like it all made sense. So like they really just fell in line. Like, oh, we did this before. Like we used to do this all the time. Like so, like just what I'm saying. Like it's great for us to want to expand out and gain all the resources. What are we sending to the future though, right? And if we're gaining these resources to protect something, am I sending the wrong message to the future? Am I making sure that the message and the cohesive package that I'm developing here in these time capsules, are they going to the future and projecting the correct message that I see right now?
That's deep. That's deep, my brother. Shout out to the CMB, man. Teaching Tuesday. 132, shorty. Almost there.
CMB, it has absolutely been a pleasure. I am over here studying wattage and amperage, and I'm going to step out.
Hey, thank you, sir, man. We enjoyed your presence today,
Yes,
man.
thank
Come back
you.
again.
Thank you. Thank you for
Appreciate you,
that.
love you. Yeah,
Appreciate you.
definitely appreciate the
Thank you
knowledge.
for that
Follow,
nourishment.
yes, sir.
You too,
Absolutely.
brother. Appreciate
Follow the
having me,
club.
man.
Pull
You're
up
welcome
anytime.
anytime.
Absolutely. I joined the camp, man. I'm in.
Yeah.
Peace, y'all. Reem,
So
stay up.
No doubt.
Peace.
Peace be upon you. Isn't that refreshing, young ladies and young men, or gentlemen and ladies?
Just how
We
we
are
be.
what we are. And this is the spot. And let it be known, and it's not to throw shots because we're above the fray. Those that will be, will be. I keep saying this all the time. I said this in the last place we were. Those will be, will be. And along the path, you're going to lose a few. But when you lose something, sometimes the universe replaces them with something better. Just my point of thought. No shots at anyone.
Well, a lot of times in life, less is more.
Circle got smaller. Everybody can't go. Shout out
Sometimes you gotta
Nipsey
trim the
Hussle.
fat. My bad, Miss Lynn. Sometimes you gotta trim the fat.
Literally. Ain't nothing wrong with going on a diet. That makes sense.
Trim the fat off so it can cook right.
I got a update. I ain't want to do it while we was talking, but update on your boy, Young Thug. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find it.
Oh shit.
Thugger.
Hey, that was good to hear what he said about the room though, man. It felt good to hear somebody say that. For real. It's true.
absolutely. Me, people. I mean, it's cool to kick the bobo here and there, but gotta have some substance, my man.
As I always will tell you, Eddie, the Bobo generates all kind of thought because it's a lower vibration of thought. But when you get into discussions like the one we just had, oh baby, you're gonna see who. Oh man, here they go with that other shit. Well, at least I'm gonna slide on out and miss your food for thought. I'll take a piece of your plate if you don't want it. So that's why I say to all, when it's money making Mondays, and we're talking stocks and bonds and S&Ps and all, it's up to date, it's going down. This is another thing to invest in, and it gets quiet. There's a reason because those that are keen of listening are there in mind and spirit. If that's not your lane, you don't see that for you, then we can't. You can say it all 1,000 times. I tell Joe the same thing on Conspiracy Thursday. For those that will take. For those that don't want to hear or open up their thought to it, let them be. Those that want it will go get it. These Fortune 500 companies think the same thing. If this is the program, you don't want to be a part of the program, no problem. We'll move forward without you.
Sometimes the emotions of being nice and due diligence gets in the way of better judgment, mine and various others. But you have to have an eye on something, and we have an eye on it. It get turbulent sometimes, like a plane, but eventually we'll get on cruise control. And even then, you can't hope, don't put your feet up and relax. This time is not nobody's friend. It moves whether you move or not. Now, to Brother Stu, you said you had something about Brother Young Thug. What's going
Yeah,
on with the young man in
I
the
found.
circus down there in Atlanta?
All right, here we go. It says testimony has resumed in the YSL Rico gang case against Young Thug and his co-defendants. Detective Mark Belknap has returned to the stand. He's testifying on behalf of the prosecution. Uh, he testified that Sergio Kitchens, who raps under the name Gunna, is a Crip who is also a member of YSL, a subset of the Bloods National Gang. Prosecutors just showed jurors this photo of Young Thug center and then asked detective to identify the man with chains seated to the right of the rapper. Anybody want to guess who this is before I bring it up?
Gunner?
Mm-mm.
Wheezy.
Mm-mm. This shit about to get